This is high school football on iTalk 106.7, presented by Sholo Ford. Produced by White Mountain Youth Productions in cooperation with iTalk 106.7 Radio. High school football is also brought to you in part by Northland Pioneer College, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Sunrise Park Resort, Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store, Beamer's Glass, Beeler Orthodontics, Summit Regional Medical Center, Octopus Car Wash, Native Grill and Wings, and Mountain Mobile Auto Glass. And now, Sholo Ford presents high school football.
Just a couple minutes to kick off here, Punt, so we're going to try to get to some information right on. These two teams coming in, the Blue Ridge Yellowjackets, the hosts tonight, come in with a record of 3-3, sitting at number 19 in the state rankings. And the Winslow Bulldogs having a good year. Just their first loss came last week to the Snowflake Lobos. They are sitting at 5-1, and they are sitting number 8 in the state rankings, Punt. So a tough test tonight for the Blue Ridge Yellowjackets. Going to be an uphill battle.
Most definitely. Winslow, of course, their first loss last week against Snowflake, and in a game that Winslow, I think for probably most of the game, was ahead or at least close with Snowflake. Snowflake, of course, pulling away in the last quarter with, again, the sole loss for Winslow of the season. So they're certainly going to be coming in tonight looking to get back on track with a victory.
And we'll go ahead and get right into tonight's injury report. Your injury report tonight brought to you by Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center with a fully staffed emergency department, an advanced diagnostics department, and outstanding orthopedic and physical therapy teams. Summit Regional Medical Center has everything your athlete needs to get back in the game. And Punt, you talked to both coaching staffs. What's the injury report for tonight?
Well, both coaches, head coaches report, you know, they've got players. You get into this time of the season, you're always going to have some guys bruised and dinged, but no major injuries on either side. So both rosters at their full capacity tonight coming into tonight's football game, which is a good sign.
Indeed, as the captains for the Blue Ridge Yellowjackets sitting at the 50-yard line waiting for the meeting at midfield. And we will also talk right now about the Ace Hardware key players of the game. Don't forget, Ace Hardware has a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week locksmith. And next time you're locked out of your car, house, anytime, day or night, any day of the week, call Ace Hardware, your helpful place, with 3 locations in Pine Top, Sholo, and Overgarden. A lot of guys going to be in the spotlight.
Well, you know, when you look at this visiting Winslow Bulldog team, the one player standing out for sure, and they've got a backfield loaded with seniors this year, which I think is obviously with that veteran backfield is a big advantage for them coming in. Ricardo Villanueva, their quarterback, just an outstanding year so far. How many games are we in? 6 games in, and he's already over 1,000 yards passing, which is a little unique for Winslow. We tend to see them like to run the ball a lot with those running backs they tend to produce in Winslow, but over 1,000 yards passing for Villanueva coming into tonight's contest, 65% passing completion rate, so definitely the passing game going well. And when he goes to receivers, his big receiver, actually a sophomore, Yohan Jasa, number 6, leading receivers, all receivers by a big bunch, big margin. And then when you look at the backfield, the rest of that senior backfield, you're looking at Mikael Bonner, number 5, a senior running back. He's their leading rusher, along with, Noah Upchurch, number 4, also a senior running back. Those two guys are the 1 and 2 rushers respectively. So a senior-laden backfield, which is definitely going to be the key for Winslow tonight in this contest.
Also be on the lookout for Foster, Ali Foster, and Michael Densmore on the defensive side for the Winslow Bulldogs. And Punt for the home team, the Blue Ridge Yellowjackets. A lot of young guys out there, but some key players for them as well.
Well, I think, you know, offensively, when you look at their team, you know, they're led this year by the freshman quarterback, P.J. London. We saw him earlier this year against Window Rock have an outstanding game, high completions, but he's been struggling a little bit later with the stiffer competition, with just under 500 yards reception or passing yards coming into tonight's contest. But their leading rusher, the senior Jimmy Benton, quick running back, good burst speed at the line of scrimmage. Colton Penrod as well, also another senior, more of a power back. But the combination of Penrod and Benton in their backfield has been kind of the anchor to their offense.
All right, and that is our Ace Hardware key players of the game. And we are just about moments away from the meeting out at midfield, and so we will take a quick commercial break right here. And when we come back, we will have the kickoff. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and on the web at iTalk1067.com.
Want to save money on your next vehicle? Then go to the place with the lowest price guaranteed. Sholo Ford guarantees the lowest price on any new Ford in the state of Arizona. Plus, every new Ford gas engine vehicle comes with a lifetime engine warranty. Thought you could get a better deal in Phoenix? Think again. The absolute best deal in the state of Arizona is at Sholo Ford, the #1 Ford dealer in northern Arizona, and soon to be #1 in the state of Arizona. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce.
Welcome back to Blue Ridge High School and tonight's live video coverage of the game of the week on iTalk1067.com. It's the Winslow Bulldogs and the Blue Ridge Yellowjackets, and the Jackets won the toss and elected to defer to the second half. So Winslow will take the ball and will defend the north end zone as we are now set for the national anthem. And we will take another quick commercial break for the national anthem. Be back with the kickoff right after this.
I got this. Don't take time out of your busy day. Let Mountain Mobile Auto Glass come to you. All our technicians are certified by the National Auto Glass Safety Council. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass will give you $50 cash, free movie passes, and free dinner.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Sholo and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
All right. Welcome back to Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk1067.com. If you are interested in baseball, the Diamondbacks and the Dodgers and the NLDS are on 106.7 on the radio side. So we are video only tonight on the internet. So don't forget to tell your friends. Go to iTalk1067.com for tonight's live action. As the teams are about to break the huddle, and we will be set for the kickoff. And let's see if we can get you the kicker for the Blue Ridge Yellowjackets. I believe it's Nathan Howlett. Will be set to do the kicking duties.
We do have an update, Mike, on the injury report. We had mentioned both teams at full roster tonight. Actually, an update to Winslow. Their senior running back, Damon Avalar, number 23, he's on crutches tonight.
Oh.
So and he is one of their starting backs.
That is not exactly full strength. We are now set for the Northland Pioneer College kickoff. When it comes time to kick off your college education, choose the college with the lowest tuition in Arizona. And back deep to receive for the Bulldogs is Brennan Sawyer. And looks like Noah Upchurch, one of the leading rushers for the Bulldogs. And it is Nathan Howlett set to kick for the Jackets. And we are about underway. Nice, crisp, our first real crisp night of football so far this year. Not that I exactly would know. I've been in a hiatus status. Howlett approaches, puts boot into it. It's an end-over-end kick to Bonner. Takes it at about the 9. Now break into the outside, turns the corner. Can't quite get outside, and he'll be taken down at the 20-yard line. Excuse me, that was Sawyer on the carry. And the Bulldogs will have it 1st and 10 right there from their 20.
Good job by Jimmy Benton for Blue Ridge. Again, Blue Ridge, good coverage on that kick return team, staying in their lanes with the runner breaking outside. And Jimmy Bentham able to gather him up for the tackle, so that'll leave Winslow with their starting possession of the football game just shy of the 21.
We'll get our first look at Ricardo Villanueva, the 6-foot, 160-pound senior that has led the Bulldogs backfield for the last 3 years and is making the most of his senior season. Man in motion, give to Bonner, up the middle, nothing doing there. As he is stopped for no gain, they might give him one.
That's Adam Henderson for Blue Ridge, number 5, doing a great job from his inside linebacker position with that motion back coming in. He just fills that inside gap and makes a clean tackle right at the line of scrimmage.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Bulldogs. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Villanueva looking to throw. Looks up left side, has his tight end. Caught at the 30, at the 40. He's loose at the 50. Oh, shoestring tackle, touchdown saving tackle by Zeke Kissay. And the Bulldogs pick up their first down. The Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down, moving the chains.
Jalen Lyons, the outside receiver on that play, just a quick slant in from that left side, perfect pass, catching it right behind the linebackers to knock off the first big gain for the Winslow Bulldogs tonight.
Lions at 6'4", tough to miss. As they put Bonner back in motion, he turns the corner, gets a little to the outside this time, picks up 3, and Henderson and Penrod will team up for the tackle for the Jackets, but the Bulldogs nearing midfield.
And again, good job by Penrod and Henderson on that outside. Colton Penrod in particular at that outside backer position, making that runner break up inside for Henderson to gather him up after a short gain of about 3 yards.
So Villanueva will send Upchurch here to the near side along with 2 other receivers, 1 to the far side. Takes a snap, rolling right, looking right, throws over the middle, and it's caught right there by Brennan Sawyer. Tackle made on the play by Adam Henderson once again. Coming up also is Jimmy Benton, but it's another you can tell I'm a little rusty. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down across midfield to the Jacket 40.
And again, that's a receiver just beating a linebacker out into the flats, and a well-placed pass by Villanueva to find him open in that seam between the linebacker and the corner.
So 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Trip set once again to the left. Upchurch here to the right. Villanueva takes the shotgun snap, looking left, looking to pass again, goes short, hits his man, but he's dropped immediately. No, incomplete. Penrod helps him drop the ball, and it's going to be incomplete.
Mikael Bonner, the intended receiver, coming out of the backfield, but again, Colton Penrod just really quick getting to the ball and making contact with the receiver as the ball arrives to make that pass incomplete. Otherwise, a nice pass by Villanueva. Just a great tackle by Penrod.
He's definitely been on target tonight. 9:55 to go here in the opening paragraph of the first quarter. Villanueva stays in the shotgun, trips left. He's going to roll to that side. Now he's looking, scrambling, pocket collapses, and he's going to be dropped in the backfield. First man to get to him was number 80 for the Jackets, which I don't have a name for.
Well, that's Raul Norris, number 61, in on the rush as well.
Yep.
For Blue Ridge. Good penetration by him from that defensive end position.
Tanner McCullough also.
And Tanner McCullough, who is an inside linebacker, doing a great job of just feeling off that inside as the quarterback tries to leave the pocket.
big opportunity for the Jackets here on 3rd and 12. Opportunity perhaps to stop the Bulldogs, although could be 4-down territory. Trips left again. Familiar formation, Upchurch to the right. Villanueva takes the low snap, looking left, throws left, and it is intercepted by Colton Penrod at the 35. He's at the 45, and he's finally tackled there. Pass intended, I believe, for Bonner. Could have been for Lions, but Bonner came up and made the tackles. Just a great play. We talked about a big opportunity for the Jackets, and the senior Colton Penrod comes up big with the interception.
Great vision by Colton Penrod. He has 2 receivers basically in his zone, one cutting in, one cutting out. Just keeps his eyes on that quarterback, and he had to jump a little to get up and grab that pass, but just a great interception.
So the Jackets will take over 1st and 10 from their 45-yard line. One receiver left, IMAX behind London. Under center. Takes a snap, and just a bit of early movement, looked like by the right guard. As that will back the Jackets up 5, the first penalty of the night.
And as you say, Mike, that's just an eager offensive line ready to play football there. That's a quick jump. Penalties you never like to see as a coach, but Coach London, as really the line coach, that's one thing he encourages, to get his linemen off at the snap.
Infield wide left. London will go under center again. Slot right. London gives the first man through. That's Colton Penrod, and he's dragging guys across the 50 to the 45. Finally dropped at the 39-yard line into Winslow territory in a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass. First down for Penrod and a pickup of 16.
Great job by Colton Penrod. He had defenders on him from the time he hit the line of scrimmage and just able to break through. Does a great job of just shedding the look. Brendan Sawyer for Winslow had him wrapped up, but Colton Penrod just keeps those legs moving for a great gain.
Jackets will move the slot to the left side. Same formation in the backfield. Penrod and Benton. London gives to the beat man. It's Benton. He breaks through on the left side across the 35. Finally tripped up at the 31-yard line. Another pickup of about 8 yards. It'll be second down for the Jackets.
And again, you see linemen for Blue Ridge all the way to the point where the tackle's being made deep in the secondary. That's just great line surge by those offensive linemen for the Yellowjackets. And again, a safety, Sawyer, having to come up to make the final tackle on that play.
Anchored on that left side by Raul Norris. As London goes under center, flip the formation with the slot to the right. Take the snap, give to the man Benton. Cuts it back inside, but not much doing there for the running back for Benton. Daniel Vizcaya on the tackle for the Bulldogs. Pickup of 1 to the 30-yard line.
Along with Ali Foster, one of the guys you'd mentioned, Mike, at the top of the show. He's a senior, Foster, and he's anchoring that linebacker core tonight for the Bulldogs.
7:43, clock ticking. Jackets trying to get something going. Get on the board first as London stays under center. Takes a snap, give to Penrod, and Penrod just drives forward behind the line for a big first down. A lot of effort there by the senior. Densmore on the tackle for the Bulldogs. It'll be a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, first down for the Jackets.
And again, that's just good surge right up the middle, as you say. That goes right over the center of the Blue Ridge line, enough for Penrod to get the first down, and Blue Ridge putting a nice drive together here.
Dominic Hoffmeyer will be in the slot this time, tight slot. Split backs behind London, run the option, Penrod, and they're just driving the line of scrimmage. 3 yards in a cloud of dust for the Yellowjackets across the 20 to the 25-yard line. It'll bring up second down.
There's a lot of bodies in there, both Blue Ridge and Winslow. Ollie Foster as well, number 50, in on that tackle from his middle linebacker position. But as you say, Mike, it's just a battle of bodies right up the gut.
You talked about Colton Penrod as kind of the grinded out guy, but he's not real big, 5'10", 170 pounds. But making the most of his carries here so far tonight as London offset left backfield behind him, and looks like we got movement.
On the offense, 5-yard penalty, replay second.
And the penalty against the Jackets, going to back them up 5. Tough penalty, kind of stops the momentum that they had there.
Well, he'd mentioned that Blue Ridge, on their first possession, doing a good job of just marching the ball down the field with some nice runs. But as you say, those penalties are killers sometimes. They'll leave them second and about 13 here.
So this time the Jackets put 2 receivers to the right, leave 1 man in the backfield. They give it to him. It's Penrod up the middle, and he gets those 5 yards back, maybe 6, but not much more. Nope, they're going to say 5 yards. Vizcaya in there at the bottom of the pile on the tackle once again.
And again, nothing really fancy from Blue Ridge here, just punching the ball up the middle of the line primarily so far, trusting their linemen, working against a pretty good sized defensive front for the Winslow Bulldogs.
And London, not a high completion percentage on the season, just 37%, but maybe forced into a throwing situation here as he takes a snap, throws it to the outside. It's a quick pass. It's Benton. He makes a man miss, and he gets the first down and more. He's at the 10. He's in. Touchdown, Yellowjackets. On a 3rd down and 7 play from the 25-yard line, the Jackets strike first.
That's just a quick pass route out to Benton in the flat, as you say, Mike. But credit Jimmy Bentham with some good footwork. He's able to dodge the first tackler, put him on the ground, and then he is quick when he gets outside and just uses his speed to full advantage to get in for the first touchdown of the night.
So Nathan Howlett comes on for the try after on the untimed down, and boy, that might do a lot for the Blue Ridge confidence, which is tough. It's a tough factor in the high school sports world. There's the snap, the hold, the kick is up. It looks good, and it is good. So with 5:35 to go here in the first quarter, the Yellowjackets strike first against the Winslow Bulldogs. They lead 7-0. We will step away. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 1067.com.
In today's challenging economy, having a college education is a must. Northland Pioneer College is here to help you prepare for your future. NPC is committed to providing you with the highest quality education with the lowest tuition cost in the state. We offer a variety of advanced learning classes to prepare you for a transfer or associate's degree, personal interest education, or earning your GED.
Contact an academic advisor for more information. Go online at npc.edu.
Welcome back to Blue Ridge High School and iTalk 1067.com's presentation of high school football. Excuse me, that's Sholo Ford's presentation as the Jackets are up 7-0. So Nathan Howlett will get to attempt his second kickoff of the night. Back deep to receive once again is Upchurch and Sawyer. They're standing at their 10. Howlett now ready. Puts a good boot into it. It'll be taken by Upchurch at the 9. And he's going outside, trying to get outside. Now cuts it back up the middle. Delivers a big blow as Penrod and
66 for Blue Ridge.
That's Raul Norris on the tackle. So down to the 32-yard line. So Winslow will try again. They had a good drive going, but boy, Colton Penrod has been the man for the Blue Ridge Yellowjackets tonight on both sides of the ball as he stopped the Bulldogs' last drive. We'll see if Winslow can regroup and get something going here. Still in the first quarter. 1st and 10. They send one receiver. That's the big Jalen Lyons as they give to Scott up the middle. And not much doing there. They're going to say he actually lost a yard.
Well, it was just great penetration on that play by the outside linebacker, Colton Penrod, from that left side. He's in the backfield with the back getting the handoff. So the blocking, at least from the corners so far for the Winslow Bulldogs, seems leaving something to desire to get this running game going for them.
Lions will stay to the wide side. Now looking, Villanueva's looking for him, still looking for him. He's going to go deep over the top, and it is infield had it in his hands. He read it the whole way. Good coverage out there by Damon Mitchell as well, but the pass falls incomplete, and it's going to bring up 3rd down, but that's going to be one the Jackets wish they had back.
Yeah, absolutely. Zeke Casey is the corner on the coverage, step for step with the receiver, but as you say.
Oh, was it?
Yep. Enfield coming over, Corey Enfield from his safety position, reading the pass the whole way, had it right in his hands, just not able to pull it in.
Yeah, excuse me. Yes, that was Kissay, number 23, not number 13. So this time they'll send Lions again, but there'll be 3 receivers to the right side of the field. And Villanueva was looking to throw on 3rd and 10. Now he's scrambling, and he's up the middle, and he's going to be dropped, and he fumbles it. He fumbles it, and Big Saldana has the ball. He needs to go down, though. And he finally does at the 40-yard line. Henderson in there. Adam Henderson causing the fumble as Villanueva stayed up a bit too long and lost the ball. Saldana with the fumble recovery, and so far 2 turnovers, costly turnovers for the Winslow Bulldogs. This one giving the Jackets the ball in Bulldog territory at the 40-yard line where they will have it 1st and 10.
Yeah, Winslow just not very sharp at all on that possession. They just don't seem like they've got the fire early in this game, whereas Blue Ridge has come out really strong with their first possession.
And if there's one team over the past, say, 10 years that has given the Blue Ridge Yellowjackets fits, it is these Winslow Bulldogs. So perhaps a little payback so far for the Jackets as they send 2 receivers, 1 each side. And now a man in motion, that's Benton. London gives to Penrod. He gets hit right at the line of scrimmage and then falls forward. Ball's loose.
Looks like another turnover.
No, they're
they're calling it a turnover, a fumble.
Oh, so the Jackets give it right back. Penrod lays it down, and it looked like Michael Densmore came out of the pile with it.
Well, the hit was put on by Leander Keems, a sophomore, but he's one of their leading tacklers, if I think not the leading tackler, number 77. So he's credit him for helping to knock that ball loose from Penrod.
So the Bulldogs, well, they're talking about it. They're talking about it. One official may have had a knee down. I don't know. We'll see. Don't forget to stay tuned to the halftime report, the Sunrise Park Resort halftime show. We'll have you first half stats, and we're going to get an explanation, I think, from Hancock to Coach London. And nope, it's going to stay Winslow ball. Could be one of our Beeler orthodontic candidates for a straight line play of the game. We've had some big ones so far tonight, all on the Blue Ridge side, however. So Bulldogs will start 1st and 10. Send a man in motion, fake the pitch to him. Now Villanueva will roll right. Looking, has a man open in the flats at the 50, the 45. Sawyer hurdles a man. Hurdles Hoffmeyer and falls forward for another 6 yards. Big pickup on the gain, 20 yards on the play. Villanueva doing a great job of selling that one.
Yeah, absolutely. And the receiver, as you say, after the reception, turns upfield, sees the defender coming in low, so just hops over him to gain that extra 5 or so yards. So a great gain here by the Bulldogs. See if this gives them some offensive momentum.
That is the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down for the Bulldogs. Send a man in motion, give to the deep man. That's Scott again. He's dragged down in the backfield. That's something that's been missing for the Yellow Jacket front, is getting into the backfield, but they're doing a pretty good job of it tonight as they drop Scott for a loss of 3.
That's Raul Norris on that defensive end position, number 66, doing a good job of sealing it off. And as you say, a bunch of other Yellow Jackets in on that tackle. It looks to me like, Mike, whenever they send a motion man, Winslow, the opposite inside linebacker automatically blitzes in when they see that motion coming their way.
Fake to Bonner. Villanueva looking to throw, dumps it to Scott, and he's going to be tackled as Adam Henderson right there to make sure he goes no farther. Did pick up 3 back to the line of scrimmage, but the Bulldogs are being put in a pass situation once again with 3rd and 10.
That's just great linebacker pass coverage there by Henderson. He has to chase that back out into the flats from his inside linebacker position. Good speed by him to get there right when the ball's delivered.
So Villanueva, who has completed most of his passes tonight, has done a good job in that department. Just the 1 interception, a big one. Three receivers left as Villanueva rolls that way. He's looking, now comes back to the right. He's going to run it, looking for the first down, and he has it, and he steps out of bounds at the 30-yard line, call it the 31, and it's just enough for the first down, pickup of 11, but it is a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down for the Bulldogs with 2:55 to go first quarter.
Very smart play by Villanueva. He feels the pressure coming. He's deep in the pocket and just finds that opening off on the right side. And he has the foot speed to be able to get out there and beat the defenders to get that first down.
Big play there for the Bulldogs, keeping this drive going as they are getting deeper into Jacket territory. 1st and 10 from the 30. One receiver right. Bring Bonner in motion. Fake to him, give it on the counter, and it's stopped. But no, Sawyer gets through the tackle, the first tackle. But Benton comes up, and he'll be finished off by Norris for the Jackets. But it is a pickup of just about 5. 2nd down and 5 coming up.
And again, as you say, a missed tackle that would have looked like it might have been for a loss had the defender been able to wrap up and hold on. But as a result of him missing that tackle, Winslow able to get about a 5-yard gain on that carry.
This time Winslow keeping everybody in tight except for Upchurch wide right. Villanueva looking to pass. Here comes some pressure. Gets it off, and it is overthrown. And Kisei had a chance at the interception as the ball was overthrown, intended for his top target, Dejasa. But is it Sawyer? Excuse me.
Those numbers are hard to see.
Yeah.
I think that is Sawyer.
So Sawyer cannot come up with it. Yeah.
Well, that ball had some zip on it as well. Kisei tries to get up, as you say, Mike, but just not able to get his hands up quickly enough. But that was a pass that, had he been able to get his hands up, he had a chance of intercepting that one.
So 3rd and 5. Villanueva sends a man in motion. That's Bonner. Ball's on the deck. Villanueva's going to run it, and he's going to be hit from behind. It's Colton Penrod. Looked like David Hernandez turned him back to the inside, right into the waiting arms, the rushing arms of Colton Penrod. And so Bulldogs will be faced with a loss of 2 and a 4th and 7 to contemplate.
Well, that was a drop snap, as you say, with Villanueva just picking up and automatically running to the right side. Colton Penrod chasing from the backside, outside linebacker position, and just able to run him down. David Hernandez, as well, as you say, coming up from the inside off of his defensive line position and getting good penetration as well.
So a big 4th down and 7. Villanueva, Scott to his left. Takes a snap, looks left where he had 3 receivers. Dumps it over the middle, and it is incomplete. They're going to say he caught it, but it's short of a 1st down. It's going to be Yellowjacket ball.
Yeah, that was a great catch. That was very low pass, but somehow he's able to pick it up before it hit the grass. But as you say, regardless, it'll go back to Blue Ridge out on downs, leaving Blue Ridge with their drive starting at the, the 22? 23-yard line.
But if I'm not mistaken, I don't think Villanueva has missed but 2 passes all night. Jackets go to work. London will go under center. Give to the deep man. That's Benton getting to the outside. Now cuts it up inside. He'll be tackled on the play by Alec Williams, but not before a pickup of 7 down to the 30-yard line.
Well,
Jackets will have it.
Sorry, Mike. Where we've seen the Yellowjackets pound the middle quite a bit lately with their running game. This time they go off tackle. Jimmy Benton bounces out after he sees a little congestion at the line of scrimmage and able to go one-on-one against the cornerback. And credit number 25 for Winslow, Alec Williams, making a good open field tackle there on Benton.
Enfield comes out wide to the near side. Ibach's behind London. Give to the deep man, Benton. He's going to try the right side this time. Has a hole on that side. He has enough for the 1st down. He's at the 40. He's at the 50, and he's going to go all the way. Touchdown. Yellowjackets, provided there's no laundry on the field. There is not. And that is 67 yards. Oh, you're right. Excuse me. 70 yards on that run play by Jimmy Benton, the 5'7" senior quarterback. And all of a sudden, the Jackets have a 2-touchdown lead.
Well, once he gets outside, especially against a linebacker, there's no match there. He's got the quickness, and he showed it there.
And we've seen the Jackets here early go with those plays where they run the same play left, and then they come back and run it back right. And what's what we saw there, just a little off-tackle play that Benton made work. So Howlett will come on. For the point after try. snap. Nope, we got a penalty on the play.
The offense. It's a 5-yard penalty. Replay the down.
That's another false start on the Jackets. That's their third of those penalties, third penalty on the night for either team. Winslow's been penalty-free so far here as we're nearing the end of the first quarter, so we'll try again. Enfield, as you get a good picture there, doing the holding duties for Hallett. The snap, the hold, the kick almost blocked, and no good.
He's going to miss it.
Wide left. So the score will remain with 31 seconds to go. The Jackets on top, 13-0 over the Bulldogs. You are listening to Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk1067.com. We'll be right back.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Welcome back to Blue Ridge High School as the moon begins to come up over the trees here at Yellowjacket Stadium. That was a clue for somebody. I don't know. They didn't catch my hint there, but as Hallett set to kick off his third time here in the first quarter. Back deep for the Bulldogs is Sawyer and Upchurch. There it is, high and end kick to Upchurch on the near sideline at the 10. Comes down the middle, oh, and he is hit immediately. They're going to call probably a face mask is my guess here.
That's 21 for Blue Ridge.
Noah Sanchez got him a little high. Not intentional. But that will cost the Jackets. Here's the call. Nope, not yet. We gotta get the decision on what the Bulldogs want to do. 13-0 our score, and they will take the penalty.
Personal foul. Face mask. On the kicking team, 15 yards from the end of the run, first down.
So that's going to give the Bulldogs excellent field position at the Bulldog 40-yard line. 1st and 10. Bulldogs, two backs in the backfield now. They give it to the deep man. That's Bonner. He is hit immediately and dropped. Saldana and Penrod in there on the tackle. And I don't know what position big number 74 for the Bulldogs plays, but he was back there. That's Daniel Vizcaya. He was back there in the backfield as well. Just he was going the wrong way.
Yeah, that's just great defensive line play by the Yellowjackets. For them to get penetration that deep into the backfield and not allow the play to even get going is just outstanding work.
And that's going to do it for the first quarter here. Once again, our score, the Blue Ridge Yellowjackets 13, the Winslow Bulldogs 0. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and on the web at iTalk1067.com.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there, and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Can he hear me? Welcome back to Blue Ridge High School for tonight's Game of the Week, brought to you by iTalk 106.7 and White Mountain Youth Productions, bringing you tonight's audio and video coverage. Don't forget you can watch these games anytime on iTalk1067.com. On the radio tonight is the National League Division Series, the Dodgers and the Diamondbacks. We'll have to get an update on that as well. Bulldogs will have it 2nd down and 12 as they lost 2 on their last play of the first quarter. And this second quarter is also brought to you by Northland Pioneer College. When it comes time to kick off your college education, choose the college with the lowest tuition in Arizona. Villanueva looking deep, now being chased from behind, gets it away, and it is dropped. Intended for Jalen Lyons. He's 6'4" and had to go up for that one. Benton on the coverage, and Saldana putting a lot of pressure from behind as Villanueva lucky to get that one away.
Well, he is, with that pressure again from the defensive front for Blue Ridge pushing him out of the pocket, but he's very smart about where he goes, and he took his time to try to find a receiver. A receiver does come back for the ball, and he put a lot of heat on that thing. A tough pass to be able to get to, but still smart play by that quarterback just to not get the sack.
3rd down and 12. Big play once again for the Bulldogs, this time in their own territory. Villanueva take that shotgun snap, looking left, now looking over the middle, throws it to the outside, and it is incomplete. Benton there almost, if that ball would have been thrown on the money, Benton might have had an interception.
Yeah, Jimmy Benton, it comes in underneath to try to pick off that pass. As you say, Mike, good timing by him, just the pass a little too high.
So it'll bring up we got a penalty.
Yeah, we do have a penalty in the backfield of Winslow, so it looks like it might be a holding call.
Except they're talking to Winslow.
No, they're going against Blue Ridge.
Personal foul, roughing the passer on the defense. It's a 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
That hurts.
Big play, big penalty against the Yellowjackets. And it must have been Chase Esparza, as he's getting a little talking to on the sideline just to correct the whatever happened there. So it'll move the ball into Jacket territory, 1st and 10. A Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down for the Bulldogs. As broken play, Villanueva has nowhere to go, and Penrod gets him right at the knees, back into Bulldog territory at the 45-yard line. And they're going to say it back at the 44, as a matter of fact. It's going to be a loss of 10 on the play.
Well, it looked like just a confusion there between the back and Villanueva. He turns one way, the back goes the other. So Villanueva just has to hold on and try to leave the pocket. But great penetration, quick tackle by Colton Penrod to drop him for a big loss.
Bulldogs offense has not been able to get a whole lot going here tonight as Villanueva go to the air again. Now getting to the outside. He's being chased, but he does turn the corner, steps out of bounds at about the 46-yard line. It's going to be a pickup of 3 or 4 on the play. David Hernandez giving chase, forcing him out as Bonner comes up limping for the Bulldogs. So that'll force Alec Williams to come into the ball game at running back for Bonner.
That's David Hernandez, a defensive lineman for Blue Ridge. He's got good speed. He plays on their offensive line as well, and he is quick.
So another big 3rd down play for the Bulldogs, this time 3rd and 17. Maybe it's 16. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Villanueva going to stay in that shotgun with Scott to his left, looking to go left. Being forced now back to the right. Nope, he's stopped, and the whole host of Jackets, and the ball is loose. Nope, they're gonna call forward progress ended, which might have been a break for the Jackets as Scott came away with that ball, but they're gonna call him down back at the 43-yard line. So Donna and Penrod teaming up along, a whole bunch of guys back there for the Jackets. This offensive line for the Bulldogs has not been able to hold them back.
I'm surprised. It's to me, Mike, obviously they can play. They're an athletic bunch, but they just don't seem very inspired here in this first half. Really flat.
Well, they trail 13-0, and looks like Winslow's going to go for it here on 4th and 22. Lions, nope, they're going to pooch punt it. Pretty good one by Villanueva, and Enfield's going to take it and field it at about the 20. And no penalty on that play as, Enfield almost turned the corner, but Lyon taking his 6'4" frame, laying it out there and get the shoestring tackle.
And you could see Enfield look to try to get around, as you say, Mike. He was really trying to beat, but credit Jalen Lyons just laying out, shoestrings him. But Blue Ridge, so with this possession, they'll start at about their 11-yard line with 10 minutes and 45 seconds left. If they can get a long drive here, they may be able to punch it into the end zone and burn the clock down at the same time.
Absolutely. Jackets go in with a tight formation. Snap, give to the deep man. It's Henderson. He gets through the middle on the tackle for the Bulldogs. was Daniel Vizcaya, but he was about 5 yards deep, and then Henderson pushed him back another 3. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the play, 2nd down and 2.
And again, just good line surge by Blue Ridge. So far in this football game, Blue Ridge winning the battle at the line of scrimmage, whether it's been on defense or offense. Just good work by the lines for Blue Ridge so far.
3 backs in the backfield this time, and Henderson, the deep man, he's hit at the line of scrimmage, but again falls forward for an extra couple of yards, and it will be a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass 1st down for the Yellowjackets to the 33-yard line.
Ali Foster, number 50, their inside linebacker, ultimately the one that needs to bring down Henderson. But again, not after enough of a gain to get the 1st down for Blue Ridge. So they're in a situation here where we've seen them just run the ball, and if they can avoid turnovers, they should be able to sustain a decent drive here.
The Jackets, as you said, Punt, just playing with a little more energy, especially on the front, as London gets and the ball's down, and
bad exchange between the quarterback and the back.
Well, that's the risk you take. That's with the freshman quarterback, perhaps. But they do get it back and at the line of scrimmage. So, again, the line surge enough that he didn't even lose yardage on that.
Yeah, that was just horrible exchange between the quarterback and the back. Looked like a really weak effort to get the ball to the back, actually. But Blue Ridge fortunate to jump back on it.
This time the Jackets will go with 2 receivers to the right, slot on the left. London under center, now looking to throw his second pass of the night, and it is almost intercepted. Ali Foster came out there, pass intended for Benton, but it went right through Foster's hands. Foster, that's a tough place for him, right over his head. Big fella.
Well, as you say, PJ giving the receiver first a little pump fake, but that allowed Foster to drift out and come underneath when he did throw it. Just not able to gather that pass up. Foster went right through his hands. So that'll leave 3rd down here for Blue Ridge, 3rd and about 11.
Well, you talked about sustaining the drive, Punt, and Jackets may have a tough time doing that here, but they will try to pick up the 1st down. 2 backs in the backfield. They're going to give it to the deep man. That's Benton. He gets to the outside, makes one man miss. Now a second, reaches the ball out, but just shy of the 1st down. Sawyer and Williams combined for the tackle for the Bulldogs. Going to be a pickup of 9, but it's going to leave the Jackets about 2 yards short.
Yeah, Foster also at the bottom of that pile. Ali Foster, he gets up gingerly, limping, look like a knee maybe. He'll stay in, but he's not feeling great right now.
So do the Jackets do the pooch punt here? Because if you give the ball back to Winslow, or do you put faith in your line that you can get it done? They give to the deep man. It's Henderson. He falls forward, and they're going to say it. 1st down.
Yeah,
Mountain Mobile Auto Glass 1st down for the Jackets.
Yep, they give him a good mark on that lean. And again, just good line surge right up the middle, enough to get the 1st down for Blue Ridge. So again, with 8:35 left in this 1st half, Blue Ridge able to sustain this drive. We'll see if they can punch it into the end zone.
Henderson comes off the field limping, however, so they'll have to bring Dominic Hoffmeyer in. Esparza will leave. Trip set to the right for the Jackets this time. London will stay under center. Take the snap.
Yeah. 12.
And another false start.
Dead ball. False start on the offense. It's a 5-yard penalty.
And it seemed like it didn't seem like that one was too bad, but officials have a little better job looking vantage point, looking down the line of scrimmage. So it'll back the Jackets up 5, 1st down and 15. So they'll send 3 receivers to the left this time. London will stay under center. Looks like Penrod in the backfield with him. Take the snap, give it to Penrod, and he's up the middle, and he's got room, and one man holds him down. That's Ali Foster. He tried to drag him, but you're not going to drag 6 foot, 195-pound Ali Foster very far, but it is a pickup of 10 for the senior running back for the Yellowjackets.
And again, just a nice explosive run by Colton Penrod. He runs with a lot of power. You know, he's not a big frame. He's a good-sized kid, but he's not huge, but he's very explosive when he hits that line of scrimmage. And Foster, the more we watch him, he has a knee brace on that he's adjusting right now. I'm wondering if his knee is giving him fits right now.
Second down and 5. Jackets again go with the 3 receivers to the left. And want to give to Penrod. No, they're going to pass it to Hoffmeyer. And he's free out on the inside, the 50 to midfield, run out of bounds at the 47-yard line. Upchurch had to come up to make the tackle. Pickup of 12 on the play, but it is going to be a Mountain Mobile Autoglass first down for the Yellowjackets. And good time for the pass right there, Punt.
Yeah, good play calling by the coaches. They've run so many running plays to be able to break those receivers to the outside and knock off a nice gain for the first down, puts them on the Winslow side of the football field with that play.
Hoffmeyer, that's his 11th reception on the year, and a big one as it gives the Jackets first down. Now London will give to the deep man. That's Benton. Cuts
nice
it up
cut.
inside, and then Foster just lands on him.
Benton's staying down. Looks like it might, he fell right on the ball, and then have a big Foster on top of him. Benton will come out.
Shoulder.
Looks like his shoulder.
Yeah, could be a little stinger there. 97 yards rushing on the night for Benton so far. Of course, the bulk of that on that 70-yard touchdown run. Jackets will have second down and 8 without their leading rusher. Hoffmeyer will take his place deep in the backfield for the Jackets as they send a slot to the right. And now motion a man over, give it to Hoffmeyer up the middle. He has forward progress about to the 41-yard line. Another pickup of 3 for the Jackets. It'll bring up third down and 4 now. And now the Bulldogs all of a sudden have to think a little bit about the pass as well.
Exactly. Braden Williams, number 62 for Winslow, down at the bottom of that pile. But again, Blue Ridge offensive line doing a good job of just getting initials, getting good surge at the point of attack right at the line of scrimmage and allowing these backs for Blue Ridge to find some space.
Jackets will go with that same formation. London under center. Penrod, the only back in the backfield with him, gives it to Penrod, and he's hit at the line of scrimmage and then falls forward there. Foster and Penrod, they're going to get to know each other really well tonight as Foster slams Penrod to the ground, but not before he picks up the Mountain Mobile Autoglass first down for the Jackets to the Winslow Bulldog 36-yard line.
Well, Colton Penrod, as you say, he was thrown down pretty heavily there. He looks like he might be a little rattled, which is surprising for him. The guy's built out of steel, but he's going to come off the field. They're going to give him a break here.
Well, Foster, he figures if he's hurt, and he's going to let others hurt as well. 3 receivers to the near side of the field here, Enfield the wide man. And Henderson gets the pitch, and he cuts it up inside the tackle. Makes a man miss there. First one there was Leander Keems, but he couldn't come up with the tackle, and Vizcaya finally brought him down. Pickup of 7 on the play. Going to bring up second down and 3rd for the Jackets.
And again, this Blue Ridge running game, we've seen them sprinkle some passes in at the right moments, but the running game really clicking tonight so far in this first half for the Yellowjackets.
So Hoffmeyer will be in the backfield along with Henderson as London's under center. Give to Hoffmeyer. He's got room around the outside. Now tries to get farther outside, but Williams comes up and makes a nice tackle on the play. Going to bring a pickup of just 1. It's going to bring up third down and short for the Jackets.
Well, as you say, Hoffmeyer goes up initially off tackle and then tries bouncing outside, but credit Williams for just setting that edge on the outside from his cornerback position and not allowing Hoffmeyer to drift outside.
4-down territory undoubtedly for the Jackets here. Clock down to 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Enfield's wide to the near side. Give to the first man through. It's Henderson. He's got enough for the first down. And Morris, he breaks free. He's at the 10. He's at the 5. Touchdown, Jackets. 27-yard touchdown run by Adam Henderson, the 6', 205-pound senior. And again, Punt, we cannot say enough about the offensive line for the Blue Ridge Yellowjackets.
Just doing a great job at the point of attack, right at the line of scrimmage. They've basically just been winning the war against that defensive front for the Bulldogs so far tonight. And then these backs, once they break through that line of scrimmage, Henderson and Benton both tonight just doing an outstanding job of running downhill. And a really explosive running game so far tonight for the Yellowjackets.
Well, and that's another play right there. Mark that one as a candidate for the Beeler Orthodontics straight line play of the game. As the Jackets will now go for 2. London's going to roll right, looking to throw over the middle. Has a man wide open in the back of the end zone. I believe that is Zeke Kise for the 2-point conversion, and he hauls it in. And so with 4 minutes and 22 seconds to go here in the second quarter, it is the Jackets on top 21-0. Big upset in the making against the Winslow Bulldogs. We will step away. This is Show Low Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 1067.com.
Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center is a proud supporter of high school sports. Many of our local sports players were born at the hospital, where Summit Obstetrics offers comfortable individual rooms for mom and baby. In case of a sports injury, the hospital ER is always staffed and prepared to take on the most serious injuries, and Summit features an advanced diagnostics department with state-of-the-art equipment. The Summit Healthcare orthopedic and therapy teams can help sports players overcome injuries and return to the game. Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center wishes all players a successful and healthy season this year.
Eating burritos.
Welcome back to Blue Ridge High School as the Jackets score again here, and they are up 3 scores against the Winslow Bulldogs. Nathan Hallett's been a busy man tonight, kicking off for the Blue Ridge Yellowjackets as he has it teed up at the 40. Once again, Upchurch and Sawyer back deep to receive for the Bulldogs. It's going to be Upchurch back to the 8-yard line. Trying to break through, and is going to be upended at the 26-yard line, 27-yard line. Penrod there on the tackle. So the Bulldogs got to try to get something going offensively here. This will probably be their last possession of the first half, and they have no points to show for it. As a matter of fact, not very many yards, a couple turnovers.
Well, you know, just the body language, you can see the Winslow offense, literally their line just walking onto the field into the huddle, whereas Blue Ridge, they still got a little bounce in their step. So that alone just kind of tells you, I think, you know, where the momentum has resided so far in this first half.
Villanueva takes the snap, going to give to Scott. He spins, makes a man miss, gets back to the line of scrimmage, and not much more.
Tanner McCullough from his inside linebacker position, along with Daniel Saldana on the defensive end on the same side, doing a good job ultimately bringing the runner down.
It's going to be a pickup of 1 on the play, as Drew Baker in at the cornerback position here on the near sideline. There's the snap. Villanueva looking to throw to the inside, has it for Lyons, but Lyons heard footsteps and could not hold on to it. Ball thrown just a hair behind him, but Henderson was bearing down on his chest, and Lyons couldn't bring it in.
Well, and he had Hoffmeyer covering from his safety position over the top, but as you say, anytime you see Adam Henderson with his sights set on your chest, that tends to get you alligator arms a little bit, and I think that's what happened there.
So already a 3rd down situation for the Bulldogs, 3rd and 9, leaving a lot of time on the clock if they can't pick this one up. Villanueva has Scott to his left. He's going to roll that way. Looking to pass. Looking to pass. Has Lyons. Nope. Has to pull it down. Throws it up, and it is. Lyons goes up. He uses all of his 6'4" frame to come up with a big Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down at the 46-yard line, 45-yard line.
And he just beats Drew Baker, the corner for Blue Ridge, on that, as you say, just out jumps him for that high pass. Well-placed pass, actually, by Villanueva. Recognizing the tight coverage from the corner, just throws it high enough for the receiver to be able to get up and get it.
I think Baker thought he had an interception. As after this play, we will go down to our sideline reporter, Ron Everingham. It'll be 1st and 10, though, as Villanueva goes back to work, rolling right this time, looking to pass. Here comes the pressure, and he's going to go down. It's Saldana, the first one there, and he's going to drop him for another 10-yard loss, a 7-yard loss, and let's go down to Ron. Ron?
Yeah, just on the sidelines here at Blue Ridge, Jimmy Benteen still up on the bench. He's going to be out for quite a while. He's got a broken collarbone.
Broken collarbone. Ouch. Thank you, Ron. That's what happens when a Lee Foster lands on you. Tough break for the senior running back who was leading this team tonight from the backfield. He'll be missed defensively as well. Villanueva will go back to work, though. Looking in the middle, takes a shot as he lets it go, has a man, it's Upchurch, almost makes a great one-handed catch but could not come up with it. As looked like on the pressure there was Chase Esparza, who finally got free.
That came really close to being roughing the passer.
Yeah.
The referee was watching it the whole way, had his hand reach a little bit, but decided not to pull the flag on that.
I think Esparza, who got nailed for the last one, might have held up just enough. It was close. 3rd down and 18 for the Bulldogs. With 2:26 to go, clock is stopped. Villanueva looking to pass again. He's going to roll left. Here comes Esparza with the pressure. Saldana, looked like the pass was caught by Scott on a knee, though. But he does get up to about the 49-yard line. Going to be a pickup of 12 on the play, and it's going to bring up a 4th down and 6 for the Bulldogs. A little more manageable, though, than they were.
That's a good run after the catch by the receiver, and to at least give him a shot here. But as you say, they still have a long 6 to go. Have they had any first down so far in this game? Winslow just a couple.
They did right here on the Lions catch.
They've just really been struggling to get their offense going so far in this first half.
So the Bulldogs will send Williams wide to the far side of the field. Bunch set here to the near side. Villanueva takes the snap. Looking to pass. Goes up. Over the top. Has it. No, it's picked off. It's Penrod.
That's gone.
Excuse me, Hoffmeyer. Down the near sideline. He's at the 30. He's at the 20. No one's going to catch him. Touchdown. 60-yard pass interception for Dominic Hoffmeyer, and another touchdown for the Yellowjackets.
Hello.
And yes, Dylan, you are on. It's a 60-yard interception, and just when the Bulldogs thought they might have a little something going, the Jackets come up with another big interception, and something we haven't talked about, Pun, and maybe we can ask Ron about this. The wind might have held that one up just enough for Hoffmeyer to step in front of it.
Yeah, you had double coverage on that receiver. A corner looked like underneath, and then Hoffmeyer in his safety position over the top, and he just reads that pass the whole way and able to step in front of the receiver and take it for 6.
Well, this will be a big boost to the Yellow Jacket football program if they can hold on for this one. They lead 27-0 as Hallett on for the try after. It's a low one, and it is no good. So Hallett is now 2 for 2, but it is the Jackets on top with 1:25 to go, 27-0 over the Winslow Bulldogs. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7.com, and we'll be back right after this.
Want to save money on your next vehicle? Then go to the place with the lowest price guarantee. Sholo Ford guarantees the lowest price on any new Ford in the state of Arizona. Plus, every new Ford gas engine vehicle comes with a lifetime engine warranty. Thought you could get a better deal in Phoenix? Think again. The absolute best deal in the state of Arizona is at Sholo Ford, the #1 Ford dealer in northern Arizona, and soon to be #1 in the state of Arizona. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce.
Welcome back to Blue Ridge High School for the iTalk 106.7 Game of the Week, presented by Sholo Ford. And I don't think too many people, even the most optimistic Yellow Jacket fan, would have expected a 27-0 first half lead.
Not at all, especially against Winslow. They're coming in with a better record, but they're fielding a very solid team this year.
And Hallett puts one into the end zone. So it'll put the Bulldogs at the 20-yard line, where they will have it 1st and 10. Be interesting to take a look at the stats at halftime at the Sunrise Park Resort halftime show. As Mike Caldwell will have that, I'm sure the numbers are as lopsided as the score right now. But not too much for Winslow to look positively on in this first half. So again, 1:25. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Villanueva going to go under center. Looks like he may just take a knee. 1:25, got all your timeouts. And the clock finally starts to run. And Coach Guzman just deciding to call it good after the first half. Of course, when you throw the ball like they do, you run the risk of stopping the clock some more and giving the Jackets time. So Villanueva is going to take this down as far as he can and take another knee, and might have to take one more. There's a snap in the knee, and 45 seconds to go. Interesting mentality for Coach Guzman, though. I'm not sure that's the message you want to send your players at this point. Of course, they may need a rest. We know Ali Foster has been playing a little hobbled, and they are going to have to snap it one more time on third down. Anytime, there it is. And that's going to do it for the first half. So our score will remain 27-0. The Yellowjackets on top of the Winslow Bulldogs. And up next, the halftime Park Resort halftime show right here on iTalk 106.7.com.
I got this. Don't take time out of your busy day. Let Mountain Mobile Auto Glass come to you. All our technicians are certified by the National Auto Glass Safety Council. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass will give you $50 cash, free movie passes, and free dinner.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Show Low and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
In today's challenging economy, having a college education is a must. Northland Pioneer College is here to help you prepare for your future. NPC is committed to providing you with the highest quality education with the lowest tuition cost in the state. We offer a variety of advanced learning classes to prepare you for a transfer or associate's degree, personal interest education, or earning your GED.
Contact an academic advisor for more information. Go online at npc.edu.
Everybody cover your eyes.
Welcome back to Blue Ridge High School in the Sunrise Park Resort halftime show. Check out the summer activities. Never mind. Don't check out the summer activities. It's cold. So Sunrise is now going to get set for some winter activities, as obviously everybody up here hoping for some early snow, get that ski season off and going. Sunrise Park Resort, though, will be there when it happens. Don't forget to check them out. And it is halftime, and the Jackets, in case you're just joining us, up 27-0 over the Winslow Bulldogs. And Coach Lennon, I talked to Coach Lennon actually before the game front, and one of the comments he made is he said we're gonna have to play well. And so far they did.
Well, they definitely showed up in their line play in particular. We made comments definitely during the first quarter and even in the second quarter where the battle in the trenches, whether it's Blue Ridge's offensive line or their defensive line, the line for Blue Ridge certainly doing their job tonight on both sides of the field. So outstanding work by them. Offensively, they've obviously been sticking mostly with the running game, but they've been sprinkling in passes here and there to great effect, to spread that defense out a little bit. But if you're going to tip the hat to anybody in this first half, good running, of course, by the running backs as well. Colton Penrod, we talked about him and his power. Jimmy Benton, unfortunately, out for tonight's game with a broken collarbone, but we saw him break off a couple of really big runs with his speed, being able to get out to the outside. But I think the key so far, certainly in this first half, has just been the line play by Blue Ridge.
Absolutely. They have dominated and been in the face of Villanueva as well. Ricardo has not, he's still completed some passes, but especially after his first series, just really not a whole lot of room for him to operate. He's been hurried and has not been as accurate with the passings, and in fact has probably led to some of those interceptions.
Well, early we saw him have some time, and he was starting to hit his receivers and open, on those quick routes to the outside in particular, a couple of inside quick slant routes as well. But the big change, I think the big difference, as you said, is the pressure from Blue Ridge, making him either go deeper into the pocket or leave the pocket completely. And when he's done that, Blue Ridge has been able to get their defenders up and just not allow him to really set his feet and throw the ball downfield.
Well, and not that it makes a big difference, but we did mention that Damon Avalar is out tonight, one of the running backs, and not their leading running backs, but a guy who gets his fair share. But also, unless we have a roster change that we are unaware of, Johan DeJasa
their leading receiver.
Yeah, not been in the game, and I don't know if he makes that big of a difference or not. I mean, but their other receivers have done a good job this year. Sawyer's caught 13, Lyons has caught 10, Bonner's caught 9. So DeJasa does lead with 20, but still that could be a factor as well, as we have not called his name tonight.
No, we haven't. And for Winslow, obviously their quarterback is their leader. He comes in passing for over 1,000 yards coming into tonight's football game. We talked about the importance of that. They're going to definitely need to get some protection. But I think more than anything, and I'll be curious to see what Coach is saying to them at halftime, they just looked really flat, did Winslow. In my opinion, there's just not a lot of energy out there. They're a skilled team, obviously, coming in with the 5-1 record tonight. But, they just need to drink some coffee or something in the locker room. They just came out really flat.
Well, and perhaps there's something to be said. It is the first cold night of the year,
True.
really,
True.
And you got a guy who throws it a lot. Perhaps his fingers might be cold or something, and he can't quite get the grip he's used to having. But the one bright spot for the Bulldogs perhaps might be Lee Foster.
Yeah, he's solid inside. He's a big kid. We saw him, although, I think with the running game that Blue Ridge has been attacking the middle of the field quite a bit. It's putting a lot of miles on Foster, and we saw him limp a little bit, especially in that second quarter coming out of some piles. So I don't know if he might be feeling tender in that knee or something, but he's a force certainly to contend with defensively. They've got a couple of linemen as well that are big players for them. Number 77 in particular, Leander Keems, only a sophomore, but he's still one of the bigger kids out there. We saw him do a good job occasionally with his penetration into the offensive backfield for Blue Ridge. But, again, it's going to come down to, I think, just who wants it more here in the second half. Obviously Blue Ridge with the big lead here at halftime. But if Winslow is going to have any shot at this game, they're going to have to come out with much more than what they showed in that first half.
Indeed. We will take a quick break here in the Show Low Park Resort halftime show, as we will be entertained by some future cheerleaders here momentarily. And also we will get back with Mike Colwell and as he looks inside the numbers in the first half, breaking it all down for us. All that and more on the Sunrise Park Resort halftime show right here on iTalk 106.7.com.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there, and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center is a proud supporter of high school sports. Many of our local sports players were born at the hospital, where Summit Obstetrics offers comfortable individual rooms for mom and baby. In case of a sports injury, the hospital ER is always staffed and prepared to take on the most serious injuries, and Summit features an advanced diagnostics department with state-of-the-art equipment. The Summit Healthcare orthopedic and therapy teams can help sports players overcome injuries and return to the game. Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center wishes all players a successful and healthy season this year.
Need hats, shirts, or jackets embroidered with your logo? Get custom embroidered products from Little Bluebird Studios. That's right, the company that does the best job screen printing t-shirts and hoodies now offers embroidery. Little Bluebird Studios is a local company with skilled designers that care about your company's image and brand. Call Little Bluebird Studios today, 928-351-7942, or online at littlebluebird.org. Little Bluebird Studios, the company that cares.
Welcome back to Blue Ridge High School as we get a good shot there of what they call the little line here. Younger girls doing a little cheerleading routine as they are entertaining the crowd. As we talked a little bit, Pun, about the lack of attendance a little bit at the beginning of the game, and it did spike a bit, but we'll see how many of them leave with the little kids here in a little bit. It is 27-0. Jackets on top of the Winslow Bulldogs, and we get a chance to take a look inside the numbers that tell the true tale of what happened in that first half as we bring in Mike Colwell, who's been keeping stats up here for us, Mike, and spotting for us. What do you have for the Winslow Bulldogs so far tonight?
Well, not much, Mike. And pretty much the stats pretty much back up the score. Villanueva, after a pretty decent start, it's kind of cooled off, and Blue Ridge has got pressure on them. They got 3 sacks, so that's led him to be 7 for 15 for 58 yards, and then 2 interception, and 1 was a pick 6. So, but he's doing a lot better than the running game, which is non-existent. They actually have lost yardage, -3 rushing. So, give credit to the Blue Ridge Yellowjackets, because that line not only is doing a good job on the offensive side, but the defensive side, they've been in the backfield all night. So. I agree with Pun. It seems like Winslow's just, I don't know if that snowflake game took a lot out of them, but they are flat. And but Blue Ridge is playing, and I give them credit. They're taking it to Winslow. So, you know, they also have 3 turnovers, 2 interceptions by Villanueva, and then they had a fumble lost. Blue Ridge, on the other hand, is clicking on all cylinders, especially the running game. P.J. London's been efficient, 2 for 3. For 37 yards and a TD. The rushing has been, and it's spread out. You know, we got Jimmy Benton, 5 carries, 97 yards. Colton Penrod, 6 carries, 46 yards. And Adam Henderson, 47 yards, and he has also added a TD. Jimmy Benton added that 70-yard TD. So they've have 194 yards rushing and only 16 carries. So that's a pretty good average. Again, P.J. London's chipped in 37 yards, so their total for the half is 231. They do have a fumble lost, and then they have several penalties. They've got 4 offsides, but Pun, I think you mentioned it early that they'll take that, I think, because they want to get off the ball, and they are getting off the ball. So they're just on the fringe of that. Had one personal foul, but again, that was an aggressive play. Chase Esparza hit the quarterback a little bit late. So Blue Ridge is looking. I don't, not the old Blue Ridge, but they're looking closer to that. They've been pretty efficient, pretty impressive. So they remind me of some of their older, better teams. So they're starting to click. They've improved even since the season began. So.
All right, well, thank you very much, Mike. And the stat that really jumps out to me, Pun, is the efficiency running the ball. 16 carries. And a ton of yards, and the great thing is that they don't even encounter contact until about 2 or 3 yards past the line of scrimmage.
Well, and their running backs, as Mike mentioned, you have 3 backs producing those 194 yards rushing in the first half, which is, defensively, it's in other words, Winslow can't just key in on 1 or, for that matter, even 2 guys when you have that diversity of attack. And And then also, not to beat a dead horse, but when your line is playing the way it is, and Blue Ridge's line definitely firing on all cylinders in this first half, heck, Mike, maybe even you could gain a couple of yards.
I could fall down for a half a yard probably.
Look, I'm watching the teams come out on the field, and there's a little bounce in the step on the Blue Ridge side, and the Winslow side, not so much.
They don't look too excited about this game.
Don't look too excited, but
I think it's too cold.
We'll see if Ron Evernham is going to try to track down Coach Guzman for the Bulldogs, and we'll see if we can get that interview here shortly. But we will step away here in the Sunrise Park Resort halftime show when we come back. Second half action right here from Blue Ridge High School. This is high school football on iTalk1067.com.
This is high school football on iTalk.
Want to save money on your next vehicle? Then go to the place with the lowest price guaranteed. Sholo Ford guarantees the lowest price on any new Ford in the state of Arizona. Plus, every new Ford gas engine vehicle comes with a lifetime engine warranty. Thought you could get a better deal in Phoenix? Think again. The absolute best deal in the state of Arizona is at Sholo Ford, the #1 Ford dealer in northern Arizona, and soon to be #1 in the state of Arizona. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce.
I got this. Don't take time out of your busy day. Let Mountain Mobile Auto Glass come to you. All our technicians are certified by the National Auto Glass Safety Council. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass will give you $50 cash, free movie passes, and free dinner.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Show Low and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
In today's challenging economy, having a college education is a must. Northland Pioneer College is here to help you prepare for your future. NPC is committed to providing you with the highest quality education with the lowest tuition cost in the state. We offer a variety of advanced learning classes to prepare you for a transfer or associate's degree, personal interest education, or earning your GED.
Contact an academic advisor for more information. Go online at npc.edu. When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain sports.
Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center is a proud supporter of high school sports. Many of our local sports players were born at the hospital, where Summit Obstetrics offers comfortable individual rooms for mom and baby. In case of a sports injury, the hospital ER is always staffed and prepared to take on the most serious injuries, and Summit features an advanced diagnostics department with state-of-the-art equipment. The Summit Healthcare orthopedic and therapy teams can help sports players overcome injuries and return to the game. Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center wishes all players a successful and healthy season this year.
Need hats, shirts, or jackets embroidered with your logo? Get custom embroidered products from Little Bluebird Studios. That's right, the company that does the best job screen printing t-shirts and hoodies now offers embroidery. Little Bluebird Studios is a local company with skilled designers that care about your company's image and brand. Call Little Bluebird Studios today, 928-351-7942, or online at littlebluebird.org. Little Bluebird Studios, the company that cares.
Are you on Max Preps?
Want to save money on your next vehicle? Then go to the place with the lowest price guaranteed. Sholo Ford guarantees the lowest price on any new Ford in the state of Arizona. Plus, every new Ford gas engine vehicle comes with a lifetime engine warranty. Thought you could get a better deal in Phoenix? Think again. The absolute best deal in the state of Arizona is at Sholo Ford, the #1 Ford dealer in northern Arizona, and soon to be #1 in the state of Arizona. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce.
6. Welcome back to Blue Ridge High School, as we are at halftime, just about done with halftime. And we are going to be set for the second half kickoff, brought to you by Northland Pioneer College. Don't forget, when it comes time to kick off your college education, choose the college with the lowest tuition in Arizona. That's Northland Pioneer College. And as you mentioned, Winslow, we talked about the fact that Winslow didn't look too excited to play, and then they went into the locker room, and since they've come out, it's probably dropped another 10 degrees in degrees, I'm sorry, in temperature. And they may not be as excited anymore either. But they will be kicking off to the Yellowjackets to start this second half, as the Jackets deferred to the second half. And there it is. It's a low end-over-end kick. Kisei comes up and fields it at the 15. Has a wall in front of him. And
Nice
Kisei busts
wedge.
through and almost good. It was about to break it. He's at the 40, across the 45 to the 46-yard line. And Densmore and Vizcaya in there on the tackle, but Kisei pretty close to busting that one.
Yeah, good wedge set up by Blue Ridge on the return team. And it really turned into a wrestling match between Vizcaya and Kisei as to who would keep that ball as they fall to the ground. But great return. So Blue Ridge really picking up where they left off with good field position here. We'll see what they can do with this drive.
1st and 10, Jackets. Offset backs behind London under the center. Give to the deep man. That is Esparza, and he turns it on the left corner. He's across the first down marker to the 45, fights to the 40, and finally brought down at the 37-yard line in Bulldog territory. Foster on the tackle for the Bulldogs.
Well, different from what we saw in the first half. You could see Winslow coming out, just loading the box. They had at least 8 guys, maybe even 9, between their defensive line and linebackers crowding the line of scrimmage, but Esparza doing a good job of bouncing outside to break off that big gain.
So another Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down for the Yellowjackets. Esparza will stay in there as the deep man. Give it to Penrod up the middle, though, and he's got huge yardage again up the middle, and he's going to finally be brought down once again by Foster, and Foster is down, and he may not get up.
Yeah, he's holding that knee again, the same knee that was giving him fits in that first half. He's just going to stay on the grass here.
As there you see the replay of Penrod leaving a line of players behind him. As we see it again, the big surge right behind Saldana.
Yeah, great line surge.
And you see Foster just lands a little bit awkwardly, as does Penrod, but Penrod seems to be okay. Foster, however, is not. It is a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down for the Yellowjackets at the 25-yard line.
And again, Mike, defensively, Winslow is just filling the box up with players, and despite that, Blue Ridge still able to win the battle at the line of scrimmage and just blow through that defensive front and allowing their running backs great room.
As we mentioned at the halftime show, Punt, the one bright spot for the Bulldogs was Foster. He was making the tackles, making most of the tackles for the Bulldogs. Let's see if we can get one more shot of that one and see where the injury happened. Here it is as we take a look, and there's 50 right in the middle, and can't see anything yet. No, I don't see anything weird happening, but he is not putting any weight on that leg. It's something that's already been injured, and they may.
Well, he has that black knee brace, and you could see the coaches, the trainers adjusting that, yeah, and he cannot put hardly any pressure at all on that leg as he comes off.
So Foster going to have to leave the field and may not be back for the rest of the night. Jackets will have it 1st and 10 from the Bulldog 24-yard line. London will go under the center. Offset eye behind him in a slot formation. Takes the snap, give it to the deep man through. That's Esparza. He's got room on the right side. And again, if you look, the entire front 5 of the Yellowjackets is 5 yards down the line of scrimmage, and it's pickup of 7 on that play.
Yeah, that's just, again, sounding like a broken record, but that line surge at the point of attack, and these backs are getting right in behind those linemen that are just moving their feet, getting good leverage at the point of attack, and just driving that defense for the Bulldogs backwards.
Keems on the tackle for the Bulldogs there. This time the Jackets flop the formation. London takes the snap, give it to Esparza again. He's going to try the left side and breaks a tackle. Almost broke another one to get into the end zone across the 10-yard line. Down to the 7, about the 7-yard line. It's going to be a 1st and goal to go. A Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down.
Brennan Sawyer, number 9 for Winslow, really making a touchdown-saving tackle there by dragging Esparza down by his foot.
Ooh, just got him. Good block on the inside there by the right side of that line. Jackets will go same formation. Give it to Esparza one more time, and he's across the 5 to the 4. Very close to the end zone. Is going to be at the 1-yard line. Pickup of 6 on the play for the junior running back.
I don't know if we can get a replay on that play as well, but you can see the lineman actually beating the snap almost. I mean, that's how quick they're getting off the line of scrimmage.
And that's kind of the way it's designed. And here we come with that instant replay.
You see that guard, like that left guard, you'll see him go right now, number 56. Meanwhile, Henderson walks in.
Easy touchdown for the senior, Adam Henderson, as he walks in from 1 yard out, the shortest touchdown of the night for the Yellowjackets. And dare I say, Punt, that could be the nail in the coffin this early in the second half for the Blue Ridge Yellowjackets against the Winslow Bulldogs.
Yeah, and again, yeah, that's an impressive drive to start the second half, wasting no time to put their first touchdown up in the second half.
9:32 to go here in the second half, third quarter, as Howlett comes back on for the point after try, untimed down. Snap, the hold, the kick is up. This one looks good. It is good. Puts our score, the Blue Ridge Yellowjackets 34, the Winslow Bulldogs nothing. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk1067.com. We'll be right back.
I got this. Don't take time out of your busy day. Let Mountain Mobile Auto Glass come to you. All our technicians are certified by the National Auto Glass Safety Council. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass will give you $50 cash, free movie passes, and free dinner.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
Welcome back. We are set for another kickoff for Nathan Howlett, as he will approach and put boot into it. It's a low spinning kick. It's going to take a hop at the 10 and bounce into the end zone for a touchback. Bulldogs will have it there, 1st and 10. And we have not had a Villanueva sighting in the second half coming out of the locker room. I don't see him out there yet. Villanueva at 6 foot does have a little bit of height on the rest of his team, and I don't think he's out there.
Yeah,
we may see a new quarterback for the Bulldogs.
Number 9, I think.
Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Ron Everingham, who's got an update on that. Ron?
Yeah, I walked up to one of the players and I said, what happened to your quarterback? And he said, he's right here. He was all dressed out in street clothes.
He's in street clothes.
Yeah, he took a helmet to the knee, so he's out. That's another blow, along with Foster over here on the bench for the Bulldogs.
All right, thank you very much, Ron, as Scott gets the carry and Esparza with a big tackle. And Sawyer will come in and do the quarterbacking duties. He's had 23 attempts on the season, has completed just 39%, so we might see a big dose of the running game, and not what you want to have happen when you're down 34 points.
Not at all, and another key for Winslow we had talked about is their line play, but having given up that quick touchdown to start the second half.
Sawyer hands off to Upchurch. He's hitting the backfield. He was the deep man on that play, and nothing doing there. Again, Saldana right there along with big number 70 for the Blue Ridge Yellowjackets, David Miller in there on the tackle. It's going to be a loss of 3 on the play back. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 15. And I tell you, we kind of talked about it to end the first half. Coach Guzman may be just ready to get out of here.
I think so. And Coach London taking advantage here as well to start subbing in some guys on defense for the Jackets.
Sawyer takes a snap, looks to throw, has a man, it's Lyons, it's caught, and he's going to be tackled by Hoffmeyer. No, excuse me, that's Enfield.
Corey Enfield.
Comes up and makes the play, but not before Sawyer has a completion, his first completion tonight, to Lyons across the 30, and a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass 1st down.
That's an impressive pass there to hit the receiver, slanting in from his wide receiver position. And that, who is that? Lyons also coming up limping for the Bulldogs after that reception.
Baker on the coverage on the last play. 1st and 10 at the 30. Sawyer going to stay in there. Has a man behind him. Looks like that's Upchurch, excuse me. He gets the pitch. Trying to get around to the outside. Can he beat Penrod? He cannot, but he does get back to the line of scrimmage, but nothing more, as Penrod right there taking on the blocker and still making the tackle.
Well, that blocker was number 40, Mason Scott, leading out in front, trying to get his back some room, but just too many defenders for Blue Ridge, doing a good job of sealing the outside. Colton Penrod among them, doing a good job of just shutting down that edge.
And we will call it 2nd down and 9 as the Bulldogs send one receiver deep wide to either side as they give it up on the inside. I know it's a counter play. Hand off to Robert Wiltbanks, just a freshman, and he gets dropped for a loss. And
Chase Esparza coming in from his outside backer position on that counter, doing a good job staying home and tackling the runner in the backfield for another loss.
Loss of about 7 on the play. Going to bring up 3rd down and 16. As Norris in there in the backfield as well. So Lions will come back out here to the near sideline. And Upchurch will stay deep in the backfield behind Sawyer. Takes a snap, looking to throw. And he's not going to have a chance as the pocket collapses. Saldana in there again, Norris in there as well, and Esparza as those 3 combine on another sack, and it backs up the Bulldogs. As here we see Sawyer has to pull it down, and it was Norris, the first man there, who brought him up from behind. So the Bulldogs will be forced with a 4th down and a zip code over 20 yards, and they will send in the punt team, which is Noah Upchurch back deep to punt. Enfield back deep, standing at midfield for the Yellowjackets.
Winslow's got 12 on the field.
Well, they haven't punted tonight, so they.
Well, maybe they don't.
We'll replay 4th down.
6, 8, 10, 11.
Yep, that was the freshman, I believe, Wilt Banks. Didn't get off the field in time. So, excuse me, that is Weldon Gamber back deep to punt, and it's a short punt. It's high, it's in the middle of the field, and it takes a Jacket bounce at the 30-yard line. So the Jackets will have it there, 1st and 10 after just a 20-yard punt in Winslow Bulldog territory. 5:34 to go here in the 3rd quarter. I'm sure we'll see a lot of running out of the Yellowjackets here. Take this one and go home. Gonna have to pull out the winter gear for next week's game. Do we know what next week's game is? Show Blue Ridge, I believe, right here. And perhaps the Yellowjackets putting the rest of the 3A East on notice that things are on the uptick for the young Yellowjackets team as their freshman quarterback takes it. He's going to look to throw, throws the slant to Enfield, and it's caught at the 15-yard line, a pickup of 15.
That's Robert Wiltbanks for Winslow on the coverage, but credit Corey Enfield just taking that inside move, a real hard inside slant, and PJ delivering that pass perfectly for a nice completion and a big gain, enough for a 1st down for Blue Ridge.
Again, a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass 1st down for the Yellowjackets. They have dominated the 1st down so far here in this game. As London goes back under center, tight bunch set to his left. Take the snap, give it to the deep man, that's Esparza, and he somehow gets through the middle of that line, making guys miss inside the 5 to the 4. Ball's down.
Well,
Winslow ball. Esparza trying to fight for extra yards, and he fumbles it.
Well, we have an injury as well, and a Winslow player down. I can't see it from here.
Here's a look at the replay.
We can see Esparza's arm get drugged down on the one side.
Right from behind, Upchurch just comes and takes it away. And he's going to be down right there at the 3-yard line, but that is Lyons who is hurt.
That's number 10, Jalen Lyons, their big receiver, on the ground.
They're looking at the knee again. But Esparza didn't see Upchurch. You know, sometimes he's going to learn a tough lesson, and it's a good game to learn it in. When you're up 34-0, that sometimes you're better to just go down. So Lyons is going to go get up. He's got weight on that knee, but he's going to need some help off the field, as Winslow only came in here with about 29 guys supposedly dressed out. They are now well under that, as they've had 3 go down so far tonight. But they will have the ball at the 3-yard line.
And those are 3 huge players for Winslow. Lyons, of course, their go-to receiver so far in this football game tonight, doing a great job for them. Foster, their inside linebacker, middle linebacker, goes down tonight. And then, of course, their starting quarterback, Villanueva. That's a big 3 there.
So some new linebackers in for the Yellowjackets, McCullough and Brazil.
Raffle tickets are $1. For $5, you get 6 tickets. For $10.
Another fumble on the play as they hand it off up the middle.
I guess this bad exchange between the center and the quarterback. That quarterback, Sawyer, will just drop on it.
So a loss of 1. Well, they say he got back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 2nd down and 10. Clock ticking at 4 minutes and 40 seconds to go here in this 3rd quarter. As the Jackets take this opportunity, as you said, Punt, to get some other guys some reps. The Spars are still in there, though, as well as Colton Penrod. They have the Bulldogs pinned deep at the 3. Upchurch, the deep man. Sawyer takes the snap. Give to Upchurch, and he's going to be hitting the end zone, and looks like it's going to be a safety. It is. Forward progress was stopped, and we got a huge bunch up about 5 yards deep into the end zone, and Upchurch had no chance. The Jackets get the safety as we get another look.
Well, just look at the defensive line here for Blue Ridge. The backers are blitzing as well, but just a good job. Number 54, Brazil, that from his blitzing linebacker position makes the initial contact. But again, it's you know, Blue Ridge just winning the battle at the line of scrimmage all night tonight.
So it's going to put our score at 36-0. And the Jackets will get the benefit of a free kick. Usually it's punted, but high school, we don't see too many safeties in high school, so I'm not sure whether they prefer to kick it off or punt it.
Can we take that ice across everything? Girls, take it across you.
Where's our effects man? We gotta get him on the game. They're gonna kick it off, it looks like. And the man to do the kickoff duties looks like is Daniel Vizcaya, one of the linemen, as he will tee it up. This one's at the 20 on the safety. You get the ball, you get to kick the ball from the 20. So that should allow the Jackets to move up about, obviously, 20 yards. And here we go. Vizcaya, end over end kick. Kisei has it at the 30. Has a wedge in front of him. He's at the 40. He's at the 50. He's got more men in front of him. Still inside the 40 to the 35. And finally dropped down inside at the 30 at the 29-yard line. So the Jackets, who've been playing this entire quarter on the right side of the field, will have it in Bulldog territory as we see this wedge develop right here. And lots of blockers up front. Vizcaya does a good job of slowing everybody up. And Densmore comes in and somehow sneaks in between some of those wedge guys and just gets him down. Otherwise, Kisei has another 6 points for the Yellowjackets. So 1st and 10. London, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left in the slot. 1 back behind him, and the Jackets are off.
Dead ball. False start on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Still first.
All right, another false start penalty, but obviously that's something the Jackets have been working on. Didn't feel like they were getting off the ball fast enough, and so they have definitely sped that up here in this game. Clock stops with 4 minutes and 1 second. Jackets will stick with their 2 receivers to the right and a slot to the left. London takes a snap, give it to Penrod up the middle, makes a man miss. Now he's deep into the backfield, defensive backfield, finally tackled on the play by Upchurch, but not before he has a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down. Another Bulldog down.
Vizcaya,
and this looks like Vizcaya as we get another look at this one on 1067.com.
Officials timeout.
They give a good slip of the tackle by Penrod.
Rolled into his knee, a lineman rolling into his knee from the side.
So once again, this game had the makings of getting over early, but the injuries for the Bulldogs are mounting. And of course, Vizcaya, one of the leading tacklers for the Bulldogs tonight, has 49 tackles on the season so far, leading the team. He got his knee rolled up on. And we will take a timeout right here. We'll step away. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 1067.com.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Show Low and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
And we have, all right, welcome back to Blue Ridge High School as Vizcaya being helped off the field on the far side at about the 40-yard line. And he will leave the field again, and the MASH unit on the far side of the field is not, it's building up over there. That is not
just a tough night for Winslow. One, they really don't get off to a really good start at all, and then now you know, towards the end of the game here, starting to lose some key players to injuries.
So the Jackets will have it. Hoffmeyer giving up the middle. Dinsmore has to get him from behind as, again, the line surge just pushing the defensive line of the Bulldogs back 5 or 6 yards. So Dinsmore kind of doing what he can, goes in behind the line and drags down Hoffmeyer from behind, but not before he picks up 7 yards, which will bring up 2nd down and 3.
Well, Leander Keems as well, number 77, he's their nose guard. For a nose guard to be making a tackle 7 yards deep, not a good sign.
London, slot right, tight right. High backs behind him, and another, well, wow, that's a tough call from the umpire. When you get false started from the umpire.
Looked like the right, or I'm sorry, the left tackle or guard.
On the offense, 5-yard penalty. Replay the down.
Another penalty for Blue Ridge, but I tell you, you know, these penalties, they're close, and it shows how quickly their line is firing off the snap. Just doing a good job. We've talked about the job they've been doing tonight, just really controlling the line of scrimmage, and it starts with, you know, them getting off the ball quickly.
2nd down and 8 now. Give to the deep man, that's Hoffmeyer. He has a blocker, he's through to the secondary. And Upchurch has to come up along with Dinsmore to make the tackle. But pick up inside the 10 to about the 7-yard line, very close to another 1st down. They're going to call it 3rd down and 1. As we get a good look at this one. And right here, you're going to see a great collapse on the right side of the Jacket line, just pinning everybody to the inside. And, and then Hoffmeyer makes a man miss and does the rest with his legs, as Scott had a chance to stop him in the backfield and came up empty. On 3rd and 1. Jackets give it to Sparza. He goes to the outside, now breaks it up inside. Touchdown. Nope. We got a penalty. Hold everything. This one's probably going to come back. You know, I hope we get a replay on this one because I'm not sure. I saw the play from here, and if they're going to call holding on the outside, it looked pretty tough. Let's take a look.
There's that pinch block from the outside.
Boy,
great block.
I sure didn't see much of a hold there. And our umpire for
holding.
There it is.
On the offense. It's a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Replay the down.
Interesting. Didn't see it on the replay, but take a look for yourselves, as we'll take 6 off the board. And the score will remain 36-0 with 2:10 to go here in the 3rd quarter. If the Jackets score, I believe we get a running clock, though, for the 4th. So on 3rd down and 8, Jackets pitch it to Esparza. Pressure in the backfield, and he's going to be dropped for a loss. Densmore comes up with a big defensive play finally for the for the Bulldogs, and it's going to force a 4th down and 10 as you see the penetration. Dinsmore, nice spin move off Sodana.
Nice read as well, coming in hard, backing in the backfield. As you see, rare, nice plays by the Bulldogs tonight, whether it's on offense or defense. Great job by Dinsmore.
Looks like they're going to go with a field goal unit as Howlett will step in. Ball will be spotted at the 20. Enfield. There's the snap, the hold, the kick is up. The distance does. With 1 minute and 8 seconds to go, the Jackets tack 3 more on. They lead 39-0 over the Winslow Bulldogs. And this is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 1067.com. We'll be back.
In today's challenging economy, having a college education is a must. Northland Pioneer College is here to help you prepare for your future. NPC is committed to providing you with the highest quality education with the lowest tuition cost in the state. We offer a variety of advanced learning classes to prepare you for a transfer or associate's degree, personal interest education, or earning your GED.
Contact an academic advisor for more information. Go online at npc.edu.
Bonner, he hit Bonner. Welcome back to Blue Ridge High School. Our score now 39-0. Howlett been a busy guy tonight. Hasn't had this much activity probably for a while. Jackets, though. Well, that's true. They did beat Holbrook last week, which I'm sure nobody really thought too much of, but this one will make people sit up and take notice. The Jackets on top by 39 as Hallett kicks a high end over end kick, going to be fielded by the freshman Robert Wilbanks. And he's trying to figure out where he's going, and he's not going to go very far. At the 15-yard line, dropped as Hoffmeyer makes the tackle. Wilbanks getting a little education tonight. Run forward, young man.
Hoffmeyer along with Gunnar Martinez, a freshman, doing a good job of just filling lanes, staying in those lanes, and really not giving the runner any room to move.
And there it is. So the Bulldogs will have it 1st and 10 with just under a minute to go in the 3rd quarter. No, come back. No, I don't want to.
Well, Blue Ridge at least now starting to sub in a lot of guys on defense.
As we do see David Hernandez in there again as Sawyer takes the snap, give to the deep man. That's Upchurch. He makes some guys miss. And the Bulldogs get forward progress, a gain of about 3 to about the 19-yard line. Host of Jackets in there on the tackle, along with David Hernandez. Or Henderson, excuse me. That might do it depending on, yeah, they're going to just delay that whistle a little bit and tell them, you don't really have to snap it if you don't want to, but it looks like they're going to. Sawyer brings him up in the pistol, so to speak. Upchurch, the deep man. Sawyer takes it, going to try Upchurch on the left side of the line. He tries to get the outside. Hoffmeyer misses, and Hallett comes in. There's a big hit. Coming up to clean up is Henderson.
That's
They're younger. Oh.
David Hernandez.
Hernandez. Oh, excuse me. I even have my glasses on. It is Hernandez, not Henderson. Comes up and makes a stop, and that's going to do it here for the 3rd quarter. Once again, the Jackets on top of the Winslow Bulldogs, 39-0. You are listening to Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk1067.com.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain sports.
Welcome back to Blue Ridge High School as we start the 4th quarter. We want to remind you that when it comes time to kick off your college education, choose the college with the lowest tuition in Arizona. That's Northland Pioneer College. So we will flip the sides of the field. We'll be looking to our left now as the Bulldogs have it 1st and 10 after a Mountain Mobile Autoglass first down. As now they're one of the first penalties, I believe, yeah, the first penalty. They start the 4th quarter with their first penalty.
On the offense, 5-yard penalty, replay the down.
A lot of excitement from everyone tonight.
Happy to be here. Happy to be here. So back the Bulldogs up 5 yards. They'll try it again as somebody forgot to snap the ball that time. So Sawyer will stand in that pistol, take the snap, give it to Upchurch. Upchurch off the right side, a big opening, and then a shut down as Hoffmeyer comes in and makes the tackle. But he does pick up 4 back to the 25-yard line.
Well, a nice cut by Upchurch. He reads that seam at the line of scrimmage and goes north-south quickly, and then Hoffmeyer able to come over and make a tackle, but Good piece of running by Upchurch for the Bulldogs.
Surprised maybe the Bulldogs will look back at their play calling a little bit and think maybe they should have sprinkled in a little bit more run into their offense. As now Upchurch will send Wiltbanks in motion, and he falls down, so Sawyer will keep it, and he goes down. As Brazil in there to finish it off. Esparza forced him down, but Sawyer does pick up a yard. So it'll be 3rd down and 12 for the Bulldogs. Yeah, Wiltbanks, after that kickoff return, wasn't too excited to have another crack at it. Now the field does start to get a little wet this time of night as that temperature continues to drop. Wiltbank went down. Sawyer looking to throw to the outside. It's Lyons, and overthrown the 6'4" Lions. Hard to do, but nonetheless, it happened. Going to bring up 4th down for the Bulldogs, and they'll send in the punt unit. What do you got to say about that punt?
Glad it's 4th down.
As the clock will stop on the incomplete pass. Coaches are telling Enfield to fair catch this one as he moves up to the midfield stripe. And again, the Bulldogs have 12 on the field, but they get him off this time. There's the snap. Punt is away. This one's a little bit better as it angles right. Enfield takes it at the 44-yard line, where it'll be jacket ball, 1st and 10. I think I'll say at the 45. So they will have it there. 10:39 to go. As Enfield almost had that bounce off his face mask. Want to again thank our sponsors tonight for helping bring tonight's coverage to you live on online video coverage. Ace Hardware and Pine Top Heber and Sholo, Sunrise Park Resort, Northland Pioneer College, Summit Regional Medical Center, Beeler Orthodontics, Deemer's Glass, the Indian Pine Restaurant at Honda, Octopus Car Wash, Subway, and of course Mountain Mobile Auto Glass. As the give is to Penrod. Hasn't had too many carries here in the second half, but makes the most of this one as he picks up 8 up across midfield, and oh no, another injury.
For an injury.
Well, Penrod drags Densmore with him. Densmore actually came up, looked like he might have knocked the air out of him, but this is a different player.
He's holding that knee up.
A lot of knee injuries tonight for Winslow.
We get a chance to see it here. He's on the, I thought he was on the outside. I don't see, oh, there he is. Falling, no.
Somebody falling on him, it looks like.
Yeah, he's reaching for it. It's Hernandez, I believe. Couldn't really see what happened. We'll see if we can't get one more replay of that now that we know where he comes from. Let's see if we can get a better look. Here it comes. Densmore ends up on the inside. There he is on the far side, from the back side. And now, and then he gets rolled up. No, I don't know. Yeah, just hard to see exactly what happened. So they are looking at that left knee. It's getting cold out there. Bones tend to hurt a bit more when it's that temperature's dropping, right? Nope, yeah, he's not liking that. So we're going to take a quick break here as they attend to Densmore. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk1067.com. We'll be back right after this.
Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center is a proud supporter of high school sports. Many of our local sports players were born at the hospital, where Summit Obstetrics offers comfortable individual rooms for mom and baby. In case of a sports injury, the hospital ER is always staffed and prepared to take on the most serious injuries, and Summit features an advanced diagnostics department with state-of-the-art equipment. The Summit Healthcare orthopedic and therapy teams can help sports players overcome injuries and return to the game. Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center wishes all players a successful and healthy season this year.
Welcome back. As a correction on the injured player, that is Seth Hernandez for the Bulldogs, one of the defensive linemen. And again, being helped very gingerly off the field. The coaches they've been having quite a workout getting these guys off the field, as Hernandez had to come all the way from the far side. So they'll wait for him to get off before the Jackets are allowed to run their second down play. Second down and 2. I mean, this is like salt in the wound for the Bulldogs. All these guys coming off the field injured. They may not have enough guys to finish. As the clock runs, high backs behind London. Takes the snap, give to the deep man. That's Esparza. He's hit from the backside as Scott has him. Pickup of 1. It's going to force a third down and 1.
It's a great play by Scott, Mason Scott, from a linebacker position, able to get through the line of scrimmage and wrap up the back in the backfield. You can see him, Scott here at the snap. He'll shoot that gap and gets into the backfield to wrap up the runner. Just a good defensive play there, inspired play by Scott. One of the few we've seen from Winslow tonight.
Looked like a pretty big missed block there. One of the few of those, too. So the Jackets will come up to the line of scrimmage. London continues to quarterback. Under center, give to the first man. That's Penrod, and he's across the 45 to the 43. First enough for a Mountain Mobile Autoglass first down for the Blue Ridge Yellowjackets.
Well, you know, and we talked earlier about Winslow defensively. They're essentially daring the Jackets to throw. Coach London, knowing him, and with the score 39-0, doubtfully will throw the ball. So really it's just a match of 11 on 11 at the line of scrimmage right now,
just all,
pretty much.
Other than Enfield gets to stay out of the fray a little bit out there. But, yeah, London going to try the deep man again. That's Esparza again, and this time makes a man miss. You can tell that he's got 2 hands on the ball at all times. Sawyer coming up to make that tackle, but Esparza not going to throw another one, put another one down on the turf as he picks up enough for the Mountain Mobile Autoglass first down for the Jackets.
Well, good vision by Esparza. It's crowded inside, so he bounces to the outside. And once he does, he finds room out there enough to get the first down for Blue Ridge.
Pick up a 14 on the play. Get a good shot of that front for the Yellowjackets, who have done the job tonight, controlling both sides of the line of scrimmage. London takes a snap, give to Esparza one more time, and this time good penetration up front for the Bulldogs. Looked like Keems and Wiltbanks got in there underneath, and Scott came in over the top from the linebacker position to make the tackle. Loss of 1 on the play.
And as you say, Mike, the difference there, Winslow getting leverage underneath and able to really kind of submarine that offensive line for the Yellowjackets and just freeze the back in the backfield.
Second and 10.
Box is not quite correct, but it is 2nd and 10. Send a man in motion. That's Penrod. Give to the deep man. That's Esparza. Makes a man miss in the backfield. Another one there. And across to the 20-yard line. Might have enough for the first down. And he does. It is a Mountain Mobile Autoglass first down. And Esparza, another 11 yards of hard running for the junior.
Mason Scott, 40, makes the tackle on Esparza to save really what could have been close to a touchdown run. And Scott himself coming up, he's able to get back to the huddle, but you can see him with his hands on his knees right now and his teammates trying to help him through. Maybe he got the air knocked out of him or something.
As he will leave, and Weldon Gamber will come in. You know, it's a sad night for the Jackets and Jimmy Benton, but you know, you look at the job Esparza has done filling in, done a pretty good job. As he gets the call here again off the right side. Cuts it up inside. Densmore is going to body slam him, and that's going to be a 15-yarder. As Esparza slow to get up. Densmore with a little extracurricular frustration.
Oh, we got another flag. Someone, John, I think that second flag may go against Blue Ridge, which will not make Coach London very happy at all.
Now, I believe as McCullough was the last one to leave that area, and he may be exiting the game. We'll get this all sorted out. Or maybe not. So Donna's going to come off the field. as Coach London gets the explanation from the sideline judge. As could be some ejections here. Hancock, the head official, Hancock, is writing down numbers or names or something, and that's not a good sign. We'll get the call from him here momentarily.
Coach London giving one of his players an earful
There are two
too on
penalties
the
on the play.
sideline.
First one is a personal foul on Winslow. It's half the distance to the goal. It will result in a first down. We have dead ball, unsportsmanlike penalty on Blue Ridge. 15-yard penalty. The result will be 1st and 10.
Well, you know, the penalty was already called. Good time to walk away from that one. Esparza was able to get up under his own power, but somebody took exception to Densmore's extracurricular. But it will be 1st and 10, a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down for the Jackets. Hoffmeyer, the deep man, gets the carry on the left side. Lots of room there, but a good tackle as Williams, no, excuse me, that is Shane Holiday came up to make the play. We have a lot of white, nice new white jerseys out there for the Bulldogs. Pickup of 3 on the play, 2nd down and 7.
Great open field tackle by Sean Holiday, a junior, subbing in for one of the many injured Bulldogs tonight, but just doing a great job of getting to the outside and making that open field tackle.
Yeah, their inside linebackers are both new, as Gamber and Holiday are in there. London takes a snap, giving it to Penrod, and he's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage. And getting him from behind and wrapping up the legs is Wiltbank. And he does a good job. Another pickup of 2, going to call it 3rd down and 4. Coming up for the Yellowjackets as time continues to wind. 6:36 to go here in this one. All these injuries and penalties and everything have kind of taken away from the excitement, the energy the Jackets were playing with. But this one a little too far out of the reach for the Bulldogs as London gives.
Oh.
And Esparza hit once more, and Densmore slams him down again. And
Densmore offers him a hand up, but Esparza having no part of that. But
no.
that's a good defensive play there by Densmore.
Some Yellow Jacket offensive linemen not quite doing the job they were doing earlier, as Densmore all of a sudden has had quite a few tackles here in this second half. And looks like the Jackets are going to attempt a field goal here. It'll put the score at 42-0. Henderson comes off limping. So once again, infield to do the holding for the Jackets, and Nathan Howlett. Again, going for a second 35-yard field goal attempt here. Made the first one. This one's up. Looks good. And it is good. Another 35-yard good field goal. And our score sits 42-0. The Jackets on top of the Winslow Bulldogs with 5:11 to go here in the 4th quarter. You are listening to Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 1067.com.
Need hats, shirts, or jackets embroidered with your logo? Get custom embroidered products from Little Bluebird Studios. That's right, the company that does the best job screen printing t-shirts and hoodies now offers embroidery. Want to save money on your next vehicle? Then go to the place with the lowest price guaranteed. Sholo Ford guarantees the lowest price on Arizona, and soon to be #1 in the state of Arizona. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce.
Welcome back to Blue Ridge High School. Thank you for joining us tonight on the iTalk 1067 Game of the Week. Also brought to you by White Mountain Youth Productions, giving you all these great camera angles as we get a look at the Blue Ridge line. And there we get a look at Nathan Howlett, 5'8", 150-pound junior. They list him at 156, but that's with his helmet on. Yes, Howlett puts boot into it, and it's a low line kick, but it's going to take the Bulldogs back into the end zone for another touchback. Howlett's been able to get a few more of those here as the game has gone on. So good leg for the junior. The Bulldogs will have it 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. I want to remind everybody to stay tuned for our post-game wrap-up show, where we will announce the Deemer's glass-shattering hit of the game and the Beeler Orthodontics straight-line play of the game. Are you going to fake injury right here, Punt?
I think so. I think I might have to limp off on this one.
And the, Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store player of the game. So Jackets going to soften up that secondary a little bit. Here comes the snap. Give is to Upchurch. He's got room, but he's going to be tackled in the secondary. Esparza there to take out his legs. Pick up a 4 on the play. Going to bring up 2nd down and 6. You got nothing?
I got nothing.
You're supposed to watch the game.
I'm drinking some water. That's my excuse.
Okay. As we are on running clock time, regardless of pass, incomplete, anything like that, it's running clock unless there's a timeout call. Both teams have their full complement. There are no timeouts called by either team the whole night. 2nd down and 6. Give to the deep man Upchurch. He's going to be hit from behind. Esparza there again. Ball, no, but Upchurch just kept fighting, staying up, and paid the price at the end there. There's several Jackets there to help clean it up. As we see here, Upchurch not giving up. Stood up there, spins out, continues to go, and Penrod and couldn't see who the other one was. Hernandez come in to finish him off. Might not do that again.
Well, a lot of subs in on both defense and offense as well for both teams.
Still in that pistol. Sawyer going to take the snap. Give to Scott, though. He's got some room up in front. It's closed up, but he's dragging Esparza with him as he picks up some hard-fought yards. We're going to give him 3, but it is going to bring up 4th down and 1. We'll see what Coach Guzman elects to do. Don't forget never mind, don't have to do that one. No radio tonight. Although maybe fans in the local area would have rather listened to the game rather than the Diamondbacks. I hear they're losing.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So the Winslow Bulldogs will go into the punt formation. And 20's been out there for several punts, and he has to leave he's like, I just want to play, Coach. I just want to play. And there's the punt away. It's fair caught at the 45-yard line. Jackets will have it there 1st and 10 as we have a penalty on the far side of the field. So we'll keep it right here and sort that out. Not a lot of offense in this half of football. All the damage done in the first half. As we have a illegal block, which will back the Jackets up 10 yards, which is academic at this point. As it looks like Gunnar Martinez, the freshman, the other freshman, I guess we shouldn't say anything. They're both freshmen.
Holding on the receiving team. It's a 10-yard penalty from the end of the kick. 1st down.
We want to thank Mr. Paul Hancock, our head official tonight. It's not every day that high school officials have to turn on a microphone and look into the camera, but he's done a great job tonight. Maybe not always with the most enthusiasm, but we appreciate it nonetheless. So, no, I take that back. London's going to stay in at quarterback. Martinez is split out wide to the right. So they take the snap, give to the deep man. That's Esparza, and he just holds on to it and will fall forward for a pickup of about 2. Jackets can almost take a knee depending on how quickly they blow the play clock. Minute 53 to go as we get a good look at Coach London and Coach Girardi for the Jackets, who did an excellent job in their game plan, their approach to this one. They dominated from the opening snap.
Well, and they came out by far the more fired up team and really be able to sustain that. Winslow really flat tonight.
So London watching the play clock, goes under center, takes the snap, movement. They don't call it this time. And Esparza is loose. He's at the 40. He's at the 30, and he's going to be run out of bounds at about the 20-yard line. Touchdown saving tackle by Upchurch, as big pickup on the play. And here's the replay.
You can see him get outside here and just find that seam between the corner and the inside linebacker, and then just beat. It's a horse race between him and the safety.
As the replacement for Benton has come up with 120 yards rushing on the night on 14 carries. So Esparza doing the job, and that will do it as our clock is at 40 seconds. London will be in there to take one final snap, take a knee, and that will do it. Most likely. And that is gonna do it. The head official just told them that'll do it as they start the play clock with 22 seconds to go. And the Jackets officially come away with a victory here tonight, and a big one in a big way, sending a message 42-0 over the Winslow Bulldogs. When we come back, we will have a post-game wrap-up show where we will announce some awards for tonight, take a look inside the numbers, and have some final thoughts in this one. It was fun if you're a Blue Ridge Yellow Jacket fan, but we will step away for a moment. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk1067.com.
I got this. Don't take time out of your busy day. Let Mountain Mobile Auto Glass come to you. All our technicians are certified by the National Auto Glass Safety Council. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass will give you $50 cash, free movie passes, and free dinner.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Show Low and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
In today's challenging economy, having a college education is a must. Northland Pioneer College is here to help you prepare for your future. NPC is committed to providing you with the highest quality education with the lowest tuition cost in the state. We offer a variety of advanced learning classes to prepare you for a transfer or associate's degree, personal interest education, or earning your GED.
Contact an academic advisor for more information. Go online at npc.edu. When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain sports.
Welcome back to Blue Ridge High School, and thank you for joining us on the post-game wrap-up show. We hope to have some interviews for you here as we get our halftime show, and we probably don't need that shot, but I know there's not much else to look at. But as a chilly night tonight, and it made even colder for the Winslow Bulldogs as they come up way short here tonight, 42-0 against the Blue Ridge Yellowjackets, and motivation seemed to be the biggest factor here tonight, Punt.
Yeah, definitely. They came out, I thought, really flat to start. I mean, initially it looked like, there was a little bit of pop, but quickly Winslow just couldn't put it together tonight at all.
All right, we do have Coach Bob London of the Blue Ridge Yellowjackets down on the sideline with our sideline reporter, Ron Everingham. Ron?
Thanks, guys. Coach, great game. It's great to see us come out and do so much scoring. What did you like that you saw out of the guys tonight?
Well, I think it was exemplified by the effort. Offensively, our guys getting off the ball, running backs running hard, people pushing people. The line of scrimmage moved, and that was a focal point for us. Defensively, we pursued to the ball, and we played real hard. My coaches this week did an awesome job. Scott Hoffmeyer called a great game offensively. Frank Girardi had a tremendous plan defensively, and the kids executed it almost to perfection. It was a great night.
Yeah, it obviously a pretty serious injury, but with Jimmy Benteen. Why don't you say something about him being a senior and just his leadership?
Well, we tell the kids all the time that there's no guarantees, and every play, every practice, every rep is precious. And this was a sad example. Jimmy was having a great game. He was playing hard, and unfortunately he got injured. And I think our guys appreciated the moment, and they appreciate him. And I think our effort, if anything, intensified after that.
Say a little something about how your quarterback's coming along this year.
Well, we're trying to keep him in a position where he manages the game and we don't have to put too much on his shoulders. It's, as I've said basically every week, we didn't envision him being in that position, but he's done a tremendous job, and, we just hope he keeps improving.
Yeah, lots to be proud of. All right, good luck next week. We'll see you at Sholo, or see you right here. All right, back to you guys.
All right, thank you very much, Ron, and for Coach London for joining us here. And Coach London, you get a little insight into what makes the Blue Ridge Yellowjackets tick a little bit, Punt. And Coach London, obviously a kind of a carryover from the days past, but still trying to instill some of those traditions here at Blue Ridge.
Well, and he is the line coach for this team, always has been. Even though he's head coach, he probably doesn't assume as much of that as he probably has in the past, but he's still very active with the line. And I'm sure, for him to start off his comments talking about the line play is certainly apropos. I mean, they just did an outstanding job tonight, certainly on the offensive side, but defensively too. Just great penetration all night long from that defensive front of Blue Ridge into the backfield of Winslow. And the momentum, we talked about it already, where Winslow just really never got their feet under them tonight. And but at the same time, you got to credit Blue Ridge because they kept the pressure on. They were definitely the more motivated team overall all night tonight. So just an outstanding effort by them for sure.
Absolutely, and we're going to take a quick break here in the post-game wrap-up show. When we come back, we'll take a look inside the numbers and announce our post-game awards here from this one tonight. Once again, Blue Ridge Yellowjackets victorious 42-0 over the Winslow Bulldogs. We'll be right back.
Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center is a proud supporter of high school sports. Many of our local sports players were born at the hospital, where Summit Obstetrics offers comfortable individual rooms for mom and baby. In case of a sports injury, the hospital ER is always staffed and prepared to take on the most serious injuries, and Summit features an advanced diagnostics department with state-of-the-art equipment. The Summit Healthcare orthopedic and therapy teams can help sports players overcome injuries and return to the game. Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center wishes all players a successful and healthy season this year.
Need hats, shirts, or jackets embroidered with your logo? Get custom embroidered products from Little Bluebird Studios. That's right, the company that does the best job screen printing t-shirts and hoodies now offers embroidery. Little Bluebird Studios is a local company with skilled designers that care about your company's image and brand. Call Little Bluebird Studios today, 928-351-7942, or online at littlebluebird.org. Little Bluebird Studios, the company that cares.
Welcome back to Blue Ridge High School for the post-game wrap-up show right here on iTalk1067.com. And also want to thank White Mountain Youth Productions for bringing you live video coverage of tonight's contest as the Jackets come up on top 42-0 over the Winslow Bulldogs. And We're going to take a look inside the numbers with Mike Caldwell. Mike, I know things slowed down a little bit for you there in the second half, but the Jackets just continue to put up numbers.
Yeah, exactly, Mike. It just at a slower pace, but it was just a lot of the same old from the first half. Blue Ridge puts up some amazing numbers. They just kept right at it. They only passed one time in the second half, and so they kept it on the ground. Colton Penrod ended up with 11 carries for 82 yards. Chase Esparza came in for Jimmy Benton and really picked up the load there. 14 carries for 120 yards. They ended up with 369 yards rushing. P.J. London was efficient, 3 or 4 for 52 yards and a TD. Defensively, 5 sacks, 2 interceptions, and 2 fumble recoveries. So pretty much an all-around game for Blue Ridge. Really shut down Winslow. Winslow did little in the first half and did even littler in the second half. Ended up with 10 yards rushing, 73 yards passing, 83 yards total yards. So total domination as reflected in the score.
Total domination, over 400 yards of total offense for the Yellowjackets. They came into this game averaging 165 yards rushing, came up with 363 in this one.
Well, and the reason is and Coach London touched on it, their line play tonight was just outstanding. You know, the backs, they have several backs, Blue Ridge, that did well tonight, but the common denominator is that line play. You could see the surge especially when they were running inside the tackles. The line surge was just outstanding for Blue Ridge all night. And when backs would be getting tackled, they were usually getting tackled in the secondary, and you'd still see linemen back there with the running back as they're getting tackled in the secondary. So that just speaks highly of the line play tonight for the Yellowjackets.
Absolutely, as we get a good shot there of Coach London and one of his grandkids. And Punt, let's go ahead and get to our post-game awards. Let's start with the Beeler Orthodontics straight line play of the game. That's Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
Well, when you have a score of 42-zip, and it's going to be pretty lopsided in terms of where those plays come from. And Blue Ridge, on all of their drives, they had some nice running plays, a couple of passes sprinkled in, and we even got to see the return of a field goal team for Blue Ridge after many years of really not having a kicking game. It's impressive to see that they're getting back to that. But I think the one play that really stood out, it was that second touchdown for Blue Ridge when Jimmy Benton was able to break off that 70-yard touchdown run down the sideline, really just outrunning the defense. He, of course, had some good blocking at the line of scrimmage to allow him to break free, but his speed to the outside and just being able to outrun everyone, and the crowd, of course, that being the second touchdown really kind of set the tone for the rest of the game as well for Blue Ridge. So that play to me really stands out in tonight's football game.
All right, that is our Beeler Orthodontics straight line play of the game. And now on to the Deemer's glass shattering hit of the game. Don't forget, if you need glass for your home or business, call Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. They're hands down the best place to call. That's quality glass at affordable prices. Deemer's Glass. That's 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Well, and these two football teams in particular, there's a long tradition of being very physical, athletic players on both sides. So in a game like this, you're going to see a lot of collisions. Unfortunately for Winslow, it resulted in a few injuries. You don't like to see that. But the one hit that I think really stands out, it actually happened early in the football game in the first quarter, and it resulted in a fumble when it was Adam Henderson hitting the running back, Mikkel Bonner. From his inside linebacker position, Henderson came up and just laid into Bonner with a really great tackle, and again creating that fumble that I think was one of the first turnovers of the football game. So that one hit there is the one that really stands out tonight's football game in my mind.
All right, thank you very much, Pun. And we have one last award, I guess, to give out, and that's the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store Player of the Game. The Player of the Game is brought to you by the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store. For the best selection of hiking, hunting, fishing, and camping gear on the mountain, go to the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store. That's south of Pine Top on Highway 260.
Did you hear?
And we're going to take a quick interruption and go down to our sideline reporter, Ron Evernham. He has another interview, I believe, with P.J. London. Ron?
Thanks, guys. Yeah, we're down here with PJ London. Congratulations, great game tonight. Tell me about how your season's coming along. I mean, you know, you're a young quarterback. You got put into a position, and you've got some experience under your belt now. What do you like that you guys did tonight?
We executed everything well. Our line did a great job. They blocked everything. Everyone just ran hard. We basically played for Jimmy after he got hurt, so we just wanted to help him. Hopefully he gets better and pretty much work hard because our coaches tell us to work hard. So,
what are some things that you guys worked on this week that you put in the game plan worked well?
We worked on blocking a lot because the last couple of weeks our blocking hasn't been good, but this week our blocking was good.
Okay, what are some things you need to work on this week coming in next week's Sholo game?
I don't think we need to work on anything that much.
You're ready to go right now?
Yeah, pretty much.
Bring them on.
Yep.
All right. Well, let's get back to this other question. How do you feel like you're coming along as a quarterback, as a varsity starting quarterback here? You know, what are you trying to improve on? What do you like about how you've been playing?
I'm improving on trying to get better. Every week I just get better and better. So I just don't want to fall behind. Just want to get better.
All right. Congratulations. Proud of you. Back to you guys.
All right. Thank you very much, Ron. And you would think with the timing we were going to give the player of the game to PJ London, but I think we're going to go in a little different direction.
Well, hey, you know, freshman quarterback, a lot of pressure. He did a good job today, got his completions. They didn't need to throw the ball a lot. You go through the list here. Jimmy Benton had a good game up until he got hurt. You know, it's a sad thing to see him go down. Colton Penrod, I thought, was just outstanding. Defensively, he's just tough as nails, and running the ball, did a great job tonight as well. But the common theme we've heard from everyone, including we just talked to the quarterback, his dad, the head coach, the one thing they keep talking about all night long, and it's absolutely true, and we beat it all night long as well, is that line play by Blue Ridge was just outstanding. You could see him fire off the ball, and they did it consistently all game long. Winslow, I think just after a while they were just like, you know, they just couldn't keep up with them tonight, and so for them to execute as a group and do it consistently and just so well all night long, I think the Blue Ridge offensive line, the entire lot of them, are certainly deserving of player of the game in tonight's football game.
All right, so congratulations to the offensive and defensive lines of the Blue Ridge Yellowjackets. They are the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store player of the game. And for Winslow Bulldogs, a tough night, insult to injury. They got whooped in every phase, and had about 4 or 5 guys go down tonight. So tough week for them coming up ahead.
Yeah, that's the saddest thing to see. I mean, it's one thing, you know, they didn't really have the gusto. That's one thing. They fall way behind quickly. That's another thing. The game, I think, was kind of over early in that respect. But then when you see their key players starting to limp off the field, that really's got to sting, and that puts them in a pretty tough spot. Of course, we don't know how severe those injuries are, but certainly not something you want to see in a game like the one we had tonight.
Absolutely. Well, that's going to wrap it up here for our coverage from tonight's contest, and never mind. We're going to get one more interview in. Got a couple of players down with our sideline reporter, Ron Everingham. Ron?
Yeah, we got them lined up.
The rest of us are leaving.
We're going to be here. We're going to be here for another hour or so. But we're down here with Daniel Saldana and Adam Henderson. Hey, great game, guys. How proud of you were you of your team tonight, and what do you think that you did well?
I'm very proud of the team. I'm very proud of the team. We executed very well tonight. Everything about the game plan was just executed very well, and I got no complaints.
Okay, no complaints. Well, that's good. We heard PJ talking a lot about the line play, just working on blocking this week. It seems like you came out and just were explosive tonight. Can you speak to that?
Yes, sir. This whole week we knew we had to fire off the ball. I had to go hard. We knew we had to just fire off the ball, and either if we didn't go hard, they were going to get the lead, build confidence, keep going up. So we knew we had to put it down.
Now, you guys are seniors, right? And you know who you're playing next week, Sholo. So you ready for that?
I can't wait. I've been looking forward to it since the beginning of the season. I'm really excited.
Okay. And what are some things that you think you need to work on this week coming into the Show Low game?
I'm not too sure.
You're going to wait, and Coach is going to
that's
tell
why
you,
you have
right?
coaches. That's
That's
right.
why you have coaches. All right. Well, I'll let you guys go. Again, congratulations coming out here and just dominating tonight. Maybe I will leave you with this. Why don't you talk a little bit about Jimmy Benteen? A good friend, and it looks like he's going to be out. What kind of a force was he for the team?
Yeah, I'm really close with Jimmy, and he was just a huge asset for offense and defense. And that's probably the worst thing thinking about this Show Low game coming up is that we won't have him. He's just reliable, and he's always pushing it through and going as hard as he can. So that's a bummer.
It's a bummer, but I'm sure he'll be on the sidelines yelling louder than anybody else. Well, thanks, guys. Again, congratulations. Back up to you guys. I'll work on a few more interviews.
Yeah. I'm not sure how they're going to be broadcast because I'm cutting you off. But thank you, Ron, actually, for bringing some more interviews. Some of those Blue Ridge football players. We certainly thank them for giving the time, and obviously they're excited and they're going to have some energy going into next week.
Big game next week for sure. One of the big rivalries, of course, in the state. And, again, they hit it's sad not to see Jimmy in that game, but that's not going to diminish their enthusiasm.
Yep, absolutely. And it is next week, the game of the week, right here on iTalk 1067.com. It'll be the Blue Ridge Yellowjackets hosting the Show Low Cougars. Well, we expect that will be the game of the week. It's a big one for both teams, as they are on a collision course, and someone's season may be in jeopardy as far as the playoffs go, whoever loses that one.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Well, I want to thank everybody who helped make this broadcast possible. For the White Mountain Youth production team and their coordinator Mel West in the truck there. For our sideline reporter Ron Everingham. For our statistician tonight Mike Colwell. For our executive producer Camden Smith. And for my colleague tonight Punt Cooley, I'm Mike Granillo saying good night, and we'll see you next week.
This has been an iTalk 1067 Sports exclusive, presented by Show Low Ford. High school football is also brought to you in part by Northland Pioneer College, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Sunrise Park Resort, Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store, Deemer's Glass, Beeler Orthodontics, Summit Regional Medical Center, Octopus Car Wash, Native Grill and Wings, and Mountain Mobile Auto Glass. This is a copyrighted broadcast. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or reuse of this program without the expressed written consent of iTalk 1067 and Country Mountain Airwaves is expressly prohibited. For more information about this game and others around the region, go to iTalk1067.com.